Man. Thank you. Welcome to Pierre's Panic Room. You know how we do it here, man. We talk about all kind of stuff, y'all. We crazy. I got my co-host riding with me, my girl Tammy. She riding with me. We got my girl Nikki. She riding with me too. Okay. So there it is right here. All right, y'all. So we had a crazy week. Anybody want to talk about how their week started off? Because mine was off the chain. But let's do this. Anybody who wants to go first or whatever?
I'll go first.
All right, what it is?
I just constantly kept being harassed by homeless people.
Wow.
Yeah, like in different places. I'm like, is God trying to teach me a lesson or something?
Right.
I don't know.
Where was you at? Where was you at?
Well, the first time I was pumping gas.
Okay.
In North Decatur.
Okay. Well, that's
usually these events happen in South Decatur.
Okay. For those people who don't know, North Decatur is better than South Decatur.
Yeah, anything north is.
Okay. Make sure you put that in the comment section.
How far was I from? I was very close to Emory.
Okay.
Very
so
close.
You was
comment
nice
section. If you from if you from South Decatur, that's an ass right there. Let her know how you feel about Atlanta.
So I was pumping my gas, and I seen this guy walking up to me. He looked very suspicious.
Okay.
And I was like,
and what's a very suspicious look? Was he black?
Yeah, he was suspicious.
That's enough. Once he's black, now I don't blame him.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
He had a mask on, so I was like, oh, okay.
Suspicious COVID.
Right. Suspicious COVID.
Right.
But he still came too close to me as I was pumping my gas.
Oh, wow.
So he was like, excuse me, man, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah. He said, you got any change on you? And I said, no, sir. I'm sorry. I just got my card. And he was like, do you have Cash App?
Hell, he asked you for a Cash App?
Yeah.
So the bum got Cash App?
Yeah, I'm like, this Negro got a phone, a bank account.
He got social.
You know how I do homeless people when they walk up to me? As soon as they open their mouth, like, you got a quarter? I'm going to ask you for a quarter. Man, we both broke then. So it is what it is. I asked them first.
I tell them they caught me on a bad day. Right. I got it.
Tell them next time they want change, tell them to holler at Obama.
Right, when my son's dad was in prison, I always be like, my son's father's in prison. So they'd be like, oh, okay.
What that mean?
That is crazy.
They would care. It worked. I was like, damn.
Your son's father being in prison, get back men off, homeless men?
Yeah, they would be like, okay, I get it.
You get what? What they getting? What do you think
I don't
they
know.
get?
It fucking
they
works.
give her sympathy,
Exactly.
I guess.
Is that what it is? Like, damn, girl, the
like,
struggle real. Your
right.
man's okay.
Like, damn, his struggle
I would
worse
just say
than
that.
mine.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Duly
my
rolled.
son just called me. He was like, Mom, he's not in prison no more. Like, don't
Wow.
say that in front of him.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, I told him that I didn't have Cash App. But
You know, in Atlanta, they got a lot of them little boys giving out water.
Yeah.
I'm saying now that's a little bullshit now, okay?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I carry a bottle with me. Hey, Nick, bad now, bro. I'm good.
Bro,
I'm good, nigga. I'm good.
As soon as I see him, I start drinking.
your bottle be half empty and warm, Pierre.
Half it be empty. I be crackling it. No, thank you, bro. And then they got an attitude like, damn, nigga. What the damn you? You in my traffic way.
Right.
You know? And now they got Gatorade in the mood up.
Right.
Nigga, holler at me when you got a bottle of Hennessy, nigga, okay? And then stop me off.
Chips.
Okay?
And Chips
Okay.
Ahoy. So so pretty much that kind of freaked me. I'm like, this nigga asked me if I had
The Cash App.
Yeah, I told him nah.
One time I was coming out of I went and bought like a pizza. It's like I bought 2 slices of pizza and I was walking out. I ate one day and I was walking out and I had a box with me and this homeless guy comes up to me. He said, "Oh man," I got any money? I said, "Nah, I ain't got no money." I said, "But you want something to eat?" He said, "Yeah, I'm starving. I need something to eat." So I gave him the box, and it was like little triangle boxes, one slice of cheese. He opened up, he's like, "Oh man, cheese, I can't do cheese." I said, "You ain't been homeless long enough, nigga. You should be gnawing on a brick right now." He can't do cheese. How you gonna be homeless and care about your insides?
No.
Your shit should be hollow, nigga. Okay? You eat that piece of cheese and hit the bottom of your he don't do cheese. I don't want that bull.
I went to Clark with like all the uppity kids. And the homeless people, you would give them $1. You can't give me 5. You can't give me 10.
That happened to me.
So I used to try to give them my food, and they would literally throw my food away in front of me. And I was like, yo.
Wow.
And so
Why? They throw it away in front of you.
Because they didn't want the food I gave them. They wanted money. And so they would take my food like they were going to eat it, and then I would turn around and see them throwing my food in the trash.
Like a business card.
Unfortunately, I'm a Christian.
That's the worst, nigga.
It's like I'm heartless because, as a Christian, you believe that every homeless person could be Jesus. But I'm kind of
really?
That. Yeah.
That's what the homeless people doing
That's
now?
why I was like, is God trying to teach me a lesson? I was really confused about
Jesus
this.
got a nappy beard and tattered clothes.
He's
okay.
testing your heart
Is that what it
to
is?
see if you will actually care about others.
Jesus look like everybody.
Really? Really?
Yeah, so pretty much, that was my story. I just, harassed.
A dude just asked me out front here. A white guy. He asked me. First he asked me for whatever. He asked me for some food. No, cigarette. He asked me for a cigarette. I said, I don't smoke. You got $1? I was like, oh, man. I ain't trying to be racist, but white man, you born with a job.
I cannot.
Okay, when you white, you got a job. You gotta be doing really bad when you white and ain't got a job. Okay, and you a man. Fuck out of here, man.
Right.
But Jesus was on my heart. Okay.
I cannot.
And so look, I was reaching in my pocket. I had a whole bunch of bills. And I was trying to. I know my top bills got like a little higher, like 20. I was trying to get down to the smaller bill and shit. I was trying to
your
look.
pocket rearranging
What? I was like a pack of bubble gum in school. I was like, I'm trying to get and I pulled out the one. He's like, I'll get a 5.
Oh,
That's the one. Fuck out of here. You white and you think I own that. You a greedy white person.
I had a homeless person ask me for $10 one
No,
day.
sir.
He
No,
said,
sir.
do you have $10? I
Right.
said, no. He said, shit.
Yeah.
Really? $10? Homeless is getting real out here.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they aggressive as hell.
Right. It's like an auction.
So, yeah, that was my week.
I gave a homeless one 11 cents the other day.
I
Fuck
cannot.
it. Two nickels and a penny. Nigga. Hey, it's a start, nigga. Okay. A millionaire starts off with a penny.
I cannot.
What else? What you do?
So I want to give a shout out to Dominique because she works for. Should I say the name? No. Anyway,
Dominique.
I ordered hair online.
Who's Dominique?
Dominique gave me my hair online. So I ordered the hair online. It wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow. She texted me and was like, "Hey, I'm bringing your package, but if you're not home, whatever." So I called her and I was like, "Hey, I got a show. If you come up really quick, I love you forever." She was like, "I'm gonna skip some of the people she was supposed to make deliveries to," and she brought me my hair.
Who is she? But who is she? Who's Dominique?
She works for FedEx.
Oh, she works for. Okay,
Yeah,
I guess I didn't know who you were talking
she made sure I got my Jordan Woods hair, and I really love Jordan Woods.
So you have her personal phone number. You have the FedEx lady.
She had the hair hookup. She had the FedEx
Cause
hookup.
She texted
Really?
me, like, if you're not home,
Next time my shit
can
late,
I leave the package?
I need the number.
Right. So
I need the
called
number.
her and was like, "Can you
I
bring
need the
my
number.
package before night?"
We need the number.
Yes, we do.
Right.
We need Dominique's
But
FedEx number. Okay.
I told Dominique I shot her out because that was nice.
Fuck, Dominique, if you don't give me some hookup on the FedEx, stop to my house before you stop. You hate. You ever have a thing where you when somebody says the repairs can be done? It's always between 8 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon.
Exactly.
8 and 5. Who the fuck
Exactly.
say?
Big ass week.
Right.
And the nigga come at 4:45.
Exactly.
What
I was
the
about to say,
fuck? And
they come
I ain't
right
never got
then.
an 8 o'clock person. No one ever came at 8:01 in my house to fix nothing. It's always between 8 and 8 and noon, and he never comes at 8 o'clock.
Wasted your whole
Just
day
say
out
the
there.
noon, waiting for him. No. Like, who is the first person? Let me ask y'all that. Who is the first person that get their shit done? Okay,
I do.
From cable to water to any repair. Who's the first person that ever got some? You ever got the first person? You had the first call?
I do
Not the 8
because
o'clock call?
I live in the hood. So they always come to me at 8, 10 o'clock. Like whenever they
Go
say
on
they're
with
gonna
that. Go on
come.
with that.
No, because you're living in a nice area. I don't mind going to your area at 4:45, but my area is sketchy.
I would rather go at 4:45.
To my area?
Yeah, because so all the crackheads will sleep at 8 o'clock.
What?
Yeah, 4:45. More people out there. More people
Right.
out at
That's why they
4:45.
want to be at like 8 a.m. 9. That's when they come.
Okay. All right. Well, my week wasn't that good. This week, for some of y'all know, I'm a bike rider. I love riding my bike. I'm a bike rider. And I usually ride to a park called Piedmont Park. It's a huge park. It's almost like 3 levels, three things. You can ride on bikes, roller skate, people jogging. You can jog in there. I mean, everybody does all kind of stuff. It's about 15 minutes from my house. So I ride there every day, and I park my bike. I put a lock on it, and I go jogging or walking. I may talk to Nikki or Tammy just to talk to them in the morning, about 8:30 in the morning. So I did this Friday. Been doing this for years. I did this Friday. And I go down there. I take my helmet. I got a new little lock. I had one big old dog chain, one of them DMX chains and shit, but I couldn't put my helmet through the thing and all. Like I didn't want to carry a jog with my helmet, so I got a little skinnier little lock from Amazon, and I put it on. My bike I hooked up, then I hooked the helmet through all that and shit, and hooked it up. Cool. I'm walking. I think I'm talking with you. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking to Nikki. We walking around, talking and talking. So I walked about a half hour. And so I walked past my bike again. My bike is up on some grass. And I walk past it, and I say, running on, I start walking past it. I should leave now. It's about to rain. Nah, I'm cool. I'm going to do one more job. We having a good conversation. We're talking about this show right now. So we walk some more, and I walk about 40 yards away from my bike. Now, people walking with me, not with me, but same direction as me. Some people walking towards me, and some people have bicycles or rollerblades and stuff. So I'm walking and talking to her. And my bicycle, for those who know, I have an old school bike, 93 Swin. It has what's called a butterfly handlebars. It's kind of like the figure 8 for some of y'all. Handlebar. And I just bought a red seat cover, more cushion and shit. So I'm walking, and all of a sudden, I see somebody like coasting past me. Not riding, they ain't riding. They just easy ride. Everybody cruising on this. We cruising. And I glanced over and I said, damn. And then got the same handlebars I got, He got the 93 version too, but I ain't sold one bike. Then I got more bikes.
Right.
So he got a black one like mine. Okay. So I look at him, he's going past, now he's about 20 feet away from me. I'm like, damn, he got the red seat too. That nigga, he biting off me. Trying to have my shit. But then something inside of me say, hold up. I look at the bottom of the seat, and we got like a little zipper pouch thing and shit. And it's old. I bought it used, the bike, and it's beat up. And I saw that. And I said, "Hold up, nigga, that ain't your bike. This is my motherfucking bike." And I start to jog. He's just cruising, big thick nigga, about 220. I don't know how tall he was. He had a tattered, what he had, some black shorts, a white shirt and shit, and a bandana across his mouth. I can see him to the side. So I'm running, and he's going around this curve in the park, going down the hill, and I'm gonna cut across the grass. So now I'm bolting. I'm still talking to her, but I'm quiet to her. She can't hear me. What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm running. I'm sweating. About 30 yards, and he cruising, and I get like 10 feet behind this motherfucker, about 10 yards behind. I'm like, I'm gonna push the shit out of him. I'm gonna push the shit out of him. It's my bike, motherfucker. I ain't gonna ask you, nigga, what you doing. I was gonna shove his big ass up off the bike, and we could deal with it right then in front of everybody and shit. I'm running, and this nigga is cruising, just cruising. And he caught the air and the fever I was coming with. And he says, and once he saw me, that nigga stood up like a dolphin. I thought niggas were doing it fast in the last 10 feet. That nigga, I never seen my bike move that fast. And ain't nothing worse than seeing your bike go away. Like, that's just my shit. He went down the hill and shit. I called 911. I called him up like 3 times and shit. I was like, goddamn, 3 fucking times I called 911. I got to the point where I had to go to a white lady. Bitch, you called him. Shit. Maybe I might pick up 911 for you. But he stole my damn bike. Who steals bikes in 2020? What they do that at?
COVID.
Is that what it was? Yeah. I broke it.
Did you call the local pawn shops though?
I ain't called him yet. I got to call him. But no, the thing about it was he had to be from there because Piedmont Park, for those who know in Atlanta, it's not in the hood.
No.
So it's a nice thing. So ain't nobody driving you from the hood and drop you off at 8:30 in the morning and say, go find some bikes in the park.
Right.
And here's a pair of pliers. So I'm like, how the fuck he do this? Who did this shit? And this nigga just, damn, I was like, man, that's some bullshit, man. Took my damn bike and shit. And then I called, look, I've been blessed by God. This was Friday. So I bought a bike on, I think it was Monday. Sunday I bought a bike. Monday I said, let me go back to the park. That whole park experience was terrible. Cause I looked at everybody with a motherfucking bike. Is that my shit? Is that my shit? I couldn't even ride. Everybody chunky. Like, who that chunky nigga? Hold on. So I'm riding my bike. And I finally decided to leave the park. I saw 2 older guys and another guy shaped just like him.
Oh my God.
Looking just like him by the exit. And I'm standing there, I'm looking at him, I'm like, I should sock this nigga in the face. I know this is him. I know it's him. I can see it by the body shape.
For sure.
First of all, ain't nobody out of shape like that at the park. Okay? I know that shape anywhere. That nigga look like a Capri Sun a pouch and shit, okay? I saw that badly built nigga. I said, God damn it. But what I'm gonna do? Ask him, yo, you took my bike. I ain't took your goddamn bike, man. Bullshit.
Right.
You ain't number 50 feet away from my shit was stolen. You went back to the part of the crime. I looked at him, I was like, damn. I don't know what I should have done. What do you think I should have done?
I would have went up to him.
Yeah, I went up to him.
Okay, you would have went up to him and did what?
Nigga, did you take my bike?
Nigga, where's my bike at?
I ain't take your bike.
And I'll lie. Oh, they got cameras all around here. I'm gonna call the police right now. We're gonna see if you the same person on the camera who took my freaking bike 3 days ago.
You don't deal with niggas.
Who? Don't deal with
You'd have
niggas.
been like, nigga, please.
Yeah, I would talk to him like I'm for sure. Like,
Exactly.
nigga, stop playing with me. You came up in here today without my bike.
Right.
So
I ain't take your bike. I ain't seen your bike.
Right.
Now what?
Nigga, I I better not catch you in this park.
Right,
no more.
exactly.
Oh, really?
Without my bike.
Exactly.
So he got to go back to the pawn shop and get the bike so he'll
Right.
go on with his ass.
Well, you need to tell me, because now we got you on camera 2 times.
Man, shit. Well, fuck it. Well, you know what? I want my bike back. I'm about to call some pawn shops, and when I get the bike, I'm gonna ride it right back to that nigga, sit right next to that nigga, and say, "Yeah, nigga," and then I can sock him. I talked to the lady, the police station lady said, "Did you take a picture of him?" She was clowning me like, "Damn, they took your bike." I said, "They don't do that no more." She said, "Yeah, they still do, but damn."
No story you hear every day, man.
No. Then
Stop stealing bikes, y'all.
I had to ride through traffic to come and get him. And then when
Yeah.
I get him, he talked about something. Let's ride around the block to see if we see him. It's like 15 minutes. It was traffic hour, So by the time it's like 15 minutes.
Okay.
And he was like, it's probably like a movie. The guy's probably riding with us adjacent. We just don't see him.
I don't use the word adjacent, so I didn't
Well,
say that.
but
Damn,
I
never
use
said that.
adjacent,
That
whatever
sounds
you
good.
said.
I didn't say that, y'all. We're riding like a movie adjacent. I said, let's go around this motherfucking park on the street and see if we see this nigga. That's how I said. Use them terminology. Oh, goddamn Jason. All right, what else? Who else in the news that's adjacent? I'm pissed off still.
Lord have mercy.
Right.
What are we talking about in the news besides that?
Oh, man. Kanye.
Oh, not Kanye West. What are you talking about? What did he say? I would like to apologize to my wife Kim for going public with something that was a private matter. No shit. I did not cover her like this. What's it? I did not cover her like she has covered me. Yeah. Well, to Kim, I want to say I know I hurt you. Please forgive me. Thank you for always being there for me. Kanye. He is a newsworthy motherfucker.
I mean, do we forgive him because he's bipolar? I don't.
No.
What are we doing?
No, it's Kanye. It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
I mean, people hurting each other, man, and asking for forgiveness. I think that's a mental problem right there, because he constantly does that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was all cool when he said that about George Bush. George Bush don't like black
Oh, it was
people.
cool.
We like,
He
hell
said that.
yeah.
Right.
As soon as he snatched Taylor Swift shit out, y'all were like, hold up, nigga.
Right.
You can't get on grabbing people's awards and shit like that. That's Kanye. So
Right.
I don't know why you surprised with Kanye.
No,
He had a
no.
mental problem.
Yeah.
And
But
mental
like-
problem is real.
I know when this came out like a couple weeks ago, people were saying, y'all praying for Kanye while laughing at Megan Thee Stallion. And that explains why the police with George Floyd case were arrested and the police with Breonna Taylor are walking free. So at first, it took me a second. I had to really think about it. And then I was like, oh, they saying basically like we not protecting black women. Because of the
Right.
simple fact that Megan just got her ass beat.
But let me tell you
Okay.
something. No. Between the two you just said, Breonna and
George.
Floyd. Let me tell you, and let me be honest with y'all.
Uh-huh.
The reason it hit home more with George Floyd, it hit home more with George Floyd, is because we saw it.
Yep.
When you see some shit,
Yeah.
it's just like someone telling you, your girlfriend sucked 12 niggas' dicks before she met you.
Right.
I hear you.
Right.
But if I see the video of it, nigga, I'm crushed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay. I don't want to see it. You feel what I'm saying? So damn that it's the video that changes
yeah.
a whole lot of stuff.
No, it is, but that goes back to that whole say her name.
Shit.
When y'all see that hashtag say her name, it's been a lot of women, but out of the 15 women who have been killed by police over the
Right.
last couple of years, the police still are walking free, like Sandra Free and all.
I understand
Sandra
it.
Bland.
I understand it. I
So
understand it. I understand
it's
it.
important because it's like.
But are we saying that
nobody's
black
really-
people don't? We talking about black men ain't being when they being seen, the cops don't get free from them either?
The thing is, our society caters to black men. That's why we're praying for Kanye and we're laughing at Megan. We don't cater to our black women.
But I don't think a lot of people, I think people laugh at Kanye. They talk about him so bad. They drag him to the dirt. A lot of people drag him to the dirt.
Right.
So, I
Yeah.
know. But coming from a woman's point of view, I get what you're saying. But, I think, the reason people are laughing at Megan is because she ain't dead. Mm-hmm. If she been killed, we wouldn't be laughing. Let's be real,
Right,
okay?
right.
It's a pinky toe,
Right.
I got shot 3 times.
Yeah.
I made a joke about that on
Right.
Def Jam and
Yeah.
shit. So I think I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I think that's what has a lot to do with it,
Right.
because of the fact that she survived and she online talking shit.
But I think it's the interpersonal. Like I was looking, so 40% of black women will go through physical abuse at some time of their life. Black women are 2.5 times more likely than white women to be killed by their domestic partner. And I know I've been in situations where it happened to me, and I called the cops.
What happened to you exactly? What do you mean happened to you?
Like I wouldn't leave. Like he wanted me to come stay with him, and I didn't want. I had my own place, and he was just doing way too much.
But who was he? Who was he?
Like
Like a long-term boyfriend nigga you met last
Oh no,
night? Let's get into
It was my ex. It was my ex.
So how long was you with your ex? When you
We're probably about 5 years.
So you was together with for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
When did I guess he put his hands on you? That we talking about? Mm-hmm. Okay, when did that happen? What year?
This was like 2000.
No, I mean what year is the relationship? The first year, second year, the last year? What was it?
He was the perfect person at first. It was like maybe 3 years in.
Okay, 3 years in. And so you stayed 2 more years. What makes a woman stay 2 more years when a man starts putting their hands on her? I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but what makes people do that? You know your experience. Why'd you stay?
That experience, because we're not supportive. Like when I did.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
No, I understand.
Go ahead.
So why did you stay with your boyfriend after he put hands on you for 2 more years? Why did you stay?
I couldn't afford to leave him.
Okay.
I couldn't afford all my bills, and like I said, when I called the police were like, if I arrest you, we have to arrest both of you.
Okay.
We can't just arrest one party.
Really?
You know, and then,
hold on, even though he put hands on you?
in Atlanta,
That's the law in Georgia.
in Atlanta they won't. Yeah.
Really? If y'all start fighting?
In Georgia.
Yeah.
Everybody going to jail.
Yeah, everybody.
Woo, that's bullshit.
So that really leaves a woman feeling like I'm not protected. Yeah. And so then.
But I'm sorry. Okay. But if a man did that, if you hit a man, you going to jail too, though, right? We all going.
We all going to jail regardless. Even
Yeah.
if he hits me and I don't hit him back,
Yeah.
we're still all going to jail.
So can you imagine how a man feels if you slap him? He's like, ooh.
Nigga, you a man. You're not supposed to hit a woman back.
Oh, you
tell your
crazy
sister
all outdoors.
on me, tell your
No,
mother, whatever.
no.
I mean, because that argument started because he came in the house late. He was very disrespectful, and I punched him in the face when he got home.
Okay, so you hit him first.
What the fuck? No. See, you ain't tell the details. You ain't tell the details. No, ma'am.
I ain't saying you
No,
just
no,
back,
no,
but
no.
you shouldn't hit
No,
nobody
no.
and don't expect nothing
If I pull a gun out on the cop, a cop feel like we even now. So if you hit me, we even now.
We was good until this nigga took gasoline and put it all over the house and was like, I had to go. That was my line.
No. You said he came home. He didn't come home. You didn't say he come home put gasoline.
He came to my house.
Home. You hit him in the face.
He came to my house
because he was late. Oh no.
He came at like 3 o'clock in the morning, which is disrespectful.
Why would you put your hands on him?
Don't disrespect me. Don't come to my house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so when a man feel like you disrespected him, he slapped the shit out of you. Then you like, don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me.
Again, it was not the hits. It was you putting gasoline all throughout my house. That was.
Hold up. Do that?
Yeah, exactly. It makes
when
sense.
I wouldn't leave. Because like
Well,
after we got in an argument,
hold up. Now you know what? Rewind this tape. This sounds like some shit here. You said he came home. Did he come home with like this with gasoline like this?
No, we got in an argument. We got in a fight.
Right.
And then he wanted to go back to his spot, and I didn't want to leave and go back to his spot.
Okay.
And so that's when he took the gasoline and put it all throughout my house and was like, "You gotta leave now because I'm gonna set the house on fire."
And that's when you punched him.
No, I punched him when he first got there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because that happened at first.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You hit me, I'm hitting your back. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. You put your hands on me. I ain't put my hands first on you, but when you put your hands on me, because you know what? Women can kill too. Women can gouge your eye out. Women can knock a tooth out. Okay, y'all ladies can do that. Y'all want equal rights? You about to get an equal right and a left.
I had a man hit me before. I don't remember if I hit him first or if he hit me.
After you woke up, you had to.
But the average guy,
He knocked me out.
Right.
He knocked me out. But I had glasses on. He smacked my glasses off my face, and they fell to the ground. And
you don't know he did that first, or what'd you say?
I don't remember. It's been so long ago. I don't remember. But I damn sure was surprised because that was the first time I had ever been hit. We had been in a relationship for like 9 years.
Right.
So yeah.
How long did you stay after that though?
9, 10, 11. 2 more. Yeah.
Did he put his hand on you again between those two?
No.
Yeah, keep it 100 with us. We on camera.
No, he didn't. He just decided to go be with somebody else, and that's why we wasn't together no more.
He was a one-hitter quitter.
Yeah.
So, but for 11 years, he was a one-hitter quitter.
Okay, you got lucky then. Okay, shit. Okay,
right.
And I guess you had enough money to leave, or you was broke too. That's why you stayed.
I wasn't ready financially. So I went to go stay with my mom. That was a wake-up call for me.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I got to get my shit together because I've been dependent. I worked,
right?
But he was the money maker,
right?
So I depended on this man all my life. He was like my crutch.
Yeah.
So I was very dependent on him.
Right.
So that woke me up. And he used to always threaten me and say, you need to be, financially independent because one day I might not be here no more.
Right,
so
right.
So
he knew he about to whip your ass. Yeah,
playing.
yeah. That slap was coming a long time ago. He's like,
Exactly.
I'm gonna slap you in about 4 years. So get your shit together. Get your little part-time job so you can leave after I slap your glasses up off you.
So thanks to him, I got my shit all the way together.
Right.
Yeah, I don't believe in hitting no woman. I would never hit a woman. I don't believe in that. I did though one time, but I pushed. I didn't hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I pushed. And then so funny, she was in my house talking shit to me in my house. I said, come on now, chill with all that. I don't give a fuck, and when I'm thinking about, hold on, I got the mortgage for 30 years. Bitch, I'm struggling with this baby. I don't give a fuck, blah, blah, blah. And I remember she was in the bathroom. I could see in the bathroom, she was doing her hair or something. And I ran in there and I grabbed her. And as I was grabbing, she tussling too. And she tussling. I threw out to the out the bathroom on the carpet. And then, I was like, what's wrong with you? She was like, you put your hands on me. I said, "Flap." And then I apologized, and we were cool after that. I never touched her again. We lived together some more. I never touched her again. But I remember, sometimes we talk on the phone years later, and she'd be like, you got to watch your temper. You can't be hitting on women. I was like, man, I didn't hit you. She's like, you hit me. I said, I didn't hit you. I grabbed you.
Right.
Ladies, there's a difference between a grab and a hit. I'm not saying you should be able to do one or the other is easier, and I'm not saying one is better than the other one. But I think you'd rather be grabbed than hit.
Yeah.
I box. I would have
you
knocked
made
teeth
that.
out if I'd have hit you, okay?
I'm glad you made that
so
clear.
I grabbed her and I said, boom. But she text me one time, if you can't hit no women. I text her back, bitch, you tripping. But I ain't gonna be like, all right, I got him. He's going, all right, he's gonna get, no, I never hit you.
Right.
I never hit you. I grabbed you.
And you ain't
You
want that
struggled
before,
too.
no time.
You struggled, and we both had to struggle together until I showed you how much I weigh, and you didn't weigh that much.
Right.
So you got pushed out there. And the worst part about it, I had a dog. Nigga tried to bite me. What?
Wow.
Nigga, I feed you. Nigga, I want you. The fuck?
That nigga bite
Snapped at me and
everybody.
shit.
The woman's activist.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
No, he bite everybody.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that dog.
Oh, wasn't
it was
him?
another poodle though.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And he was missing soon after that.
Oh,
Fences were left open all over the
Right.
place.
Oh.
Walk on, nigga.
Right.
Walk off.
okay.
All right, what else we got? Help us real.
Congratulations to Sierra and Russell Wilson on their new baby win.
Hold on there. Hold on. That don't look like that combination.
No,
What? He
no,
ain't
wait. This picture's from a couple weeks ago. He has got his color now.
Oh, okay.
As the
That
old
right
folks
there
say, he got
looking
his color.
That look
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
so-
Sierra was dipping in some white chocolate.
No.
White chocolate dipping in Sierra.
I cannot.
The hell.
But why do black people say that? He ain't get his color yet.
Yeah, he didn't get his color. Right.
But you know what? I knew he was black. Look at that finger. Okay.
Okay.
He gave that middle finger to the world. Fuck y'all.
It's not his
That
finger,
makes-
it's his ears. We gotta see his ears.
No, that finger worked
they
for
be
me.
crispy.
And the
Yeah.
nose, because
Yeah.
black people got
Oh yeah.
strong noses.
My bad. I didn't
Oh,
notice
yeah.
that. Yeah. He got that white skin, but he got that black nose.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He got that Ram. Okay.
Yeah.
You ever get a Dodge Ram? A Dodge Ram look just like that.
But look, I'm gonna say this for all the people out
Okay,
there,
oh,
especially if you
no
don't have
disrespect
kids.
to them, but they got a Dodge Ram face.
He's a Dodge Ram.
He's cute though. He's a cute boy. He's a cute boy.
Yeah.
That's ignorant.
But we don't know. I don't know why celebrities name their babies these weird random
Oh, that's his
names.
name? Win?
Yes.
Hell no.
When?
Win is his. He might turn out to be a loser. Shit.
Right. Because all Shaq's kids suck. I
Really?
don't think Michael Jordan's kids are doing well.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh,
So
in the
he's-
inbox, Nikki is the one that said that. Okay? All those who like on the comment section, hit up Nikki.
I'm
She just
keeping
said
it 100.
Shaq
They ain't
suck.
in the NBA.
I don't give a damn, but damn. And then he's like, yeah, well, Win.
When?
Win is his name. I think you shouldn't get your name until you about 18. Cause I'm tired of Preciouses and honey, sweeties, whatever the fuck they turn out looking like gargoyles and shit. Like, no sir, you need to wait till 18 to officially get your real name. Just like vanity plates. No, we need to see your face before we call you Cutie Pie. You know how many times I've been behind Cutie Pie on the license plate and pull back and look like some dude and shit? Like, hold up. You using somebody's car. That ain't your car and shit. But you damn sure ain't Cutie Pie. Win. But people always, Hollywood always does that. What was that, somebody named the child Apple. What was that girl named, the actress?
Gwyneth
Paltrow.
yeah.
Apple.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Because I
Yeah.
pulled
Where
her up.
ain't
Yeah.
doing that. But you know what? Who else has some names? Apple is
Yeah.
Blue
one.
Ivy.
Yeah, Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was Pilot Inspector. Somebody named their child Pilot Inspector.
Yeah.
Hold on. Their first name is Pilot Inspector.
Yeah, Inspector, they spelled it weird, but it is still Inspector.
Can we look that up and find out who the hell spelled Google who spelled fucking? I want to know who the parents of that bullshit
Okay,
is.
we can definitely look that up. Look it up.
Pilot Inspector.
Then we had all of Kanye's kids.
Which is what was
they're
that?
North,
North?
Chicago, and St. West.
See, come on, man. See, Kim ain't got no. She a sweet woman, but she can't put her foot down. That's some bullshit. She can't get her cities and shit named and shit. This nigga North Chicago, South and shit.
Yeah.
Where's Calabasas and Venice Beach and Malibu and shit?
But then I was like, well, did anybody else do it besides Kanye? Erykah Badu, Seven, Mars, and Puma.
Yes.
Woo wee!
Yeah. Yeah.
That sound like a shopping list. I'm gonna give me some Seven, some Puma, and some Mars while we
Sound
out
like
with
my
shit.
mom do voodoo.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, goddamn.
My mom do voodoo.
We over here sound like a shopping list and shit. What I want for Christmas? I want some Seven, I want some Mars, and a pair of Pumas.
Right.
Oh, Christmas list naming ass kids and shit.
Right. Then we had Culture.
Who's Culture?
That's
Cardi B's daughter.
That's right.
Yeah.
Culture. Did she do it for the culture?
I think so.
yeah, basically.
Wow. But people understand, you gotta understand, your kids are gonna grow up with them names. Okay, y'all, it sounds cute when you're playing this shit. You know, we can't knock them too much because there's some black names I've heard like, holy shit. You know, Chaquanda and Tiberius and D'Artagnan.
But they're
shit.
they're creative.
It looked like some goddamn eye chart when you read their name like shit. What is it? A-I-E-E-I-O. And they tell you quick, it ain't Sean, it's Trashandra. Right. Oh my God. Oh my God. It ain't Otis. Like my man said, it's OTS. Really? Your name OTS, nigga? It's Otis, nigga. My man Buddy Lewis would always say that. I hated my name, Pierre. P-I-E-R-R-E. It ain't cool now. But growing up in school,
Yeah.
with you Negroes? What's up,
Yeah,
Perrier?
real
Perrier.
Right, he wrote French.
I do comedy shows. My mother, give it up, goddamn Pierre will be next. Pierre. I don't know. He on the show? Perrier. Paris will be here. Paris, motherfucker, Paris. Then one time I wrote P.A.I.R. Pierre.
Wow.
Goddamn Pierre be here. Pierre, motherfucker. None of y'all gonna get my shit right.
I'm
Damn.
so ignorant.
Well, Pilot Inspector is the actor Jason Lee's child. So
Really, Pilot Inspector.
yeah.
All right, y'all. That's you know what? What we're gonna do? Just do a contest. Remember you said you thought about a contest we should do?
Yeah, so people, if you know somebody with a flabbergasting name, you can
My black crowd, so change that word.
flabbergasting.
Yeah, that's too big.
Tripping, you know, wild ass name. You know somebody with some wild ass name? Flabbergasted.
You can put it in our YouTube comments, and we'll pick somebody through the YouTube comments. I know a lady in South Jersey. Her name was Disappointment.
Disappointment?
Yeah, because she was the 9th girl that she wasn't a boy, so they named her Disappointment.
Wow.
So if you know names like that of
Wow.
real people.
Disappointment?
Definitely.
Okay.
I actually have a friend with a real wild name that I grew up with. So I'm going to give her a shout out. Her name is Clintonia Slappy.
Clintonia! Oh,
Her last name is Slappy.
Really?
So in
Clintonia Slappy.
I'm laughing at
And
your
they would
name.
tease Clintonia and call her clitoris slap ass.
Right, I can see that.
School. But
Clitoris
that's my
slap ass.
girl.
Shout out to Clitoris slap ass out there. If you're watching this, girl, give me a
What
shout
up,
out.
Clintonia?
Okay, Clintonia. That's like
Oh, gosh.
father named Clifton and an uncle named Tony.
No, Clintonia is actually a rare flower that grew in the desert.
Really?
So that's
what she told you.
No, that's what her mom told her.
Yeah,
so
you need
that's
to look
what
it
it
up,
is.
though. I don't think so.
Oh, rare. And I hate all these meanings of fucking names.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? What's the meaning of Nicole?
Bold in Greek.
Is that what it is? Okay, that's some bullshit. I'm sorry. What's that?
Well, my real name is Tamara.
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
It's Hebrew.
Oh, here we go. Now we're going to some bullshit here.
And it
Daughter
means
of son.
Teacher.
Teacher, really?
But my mother named me after her because her name is Camara. So,
Come on.
yeah. There you
I
go.
don't even want to find out I didn't look my shit up. I've had enough of this shit. I can't do
A
that.
French painter.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, one who pees at an angle. Shit. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll give out a shirt if you got a crazy name and leave it in the comments. All right, go ahead. Oh shit. Okay. Oh damn. The two. What is the grandfather show and shit?
Yeah.
These niggas here.
So they're doing an exposition.
Tyson and Roy Jones Jr.
So my question to you is it real?
Yeah, what do you mean it's real?
Like, is a
Real
fight?
old? Real? Yeah, come on, man. They both gonna be brought in on a stretcher. God damn, okay? And they gonna be taken out on a stretcher. They gotta bring them in on a stretcher and shit.
'Cause it's only like 8 rounds. Is that usually the time of the fight?
Usually no. Well, for this age, shit, 8 minutes be good, okay? Usually fights when you're professional,
Yeah.
you start off sometimes at 4 rounds because you come out the amateur, they give you 4-round fights. You do that for a couple times, couple fights, then you go to 6, then you go to 8, then you go to 10, and then championship rounds are 12. Now, they used to be back in the days, well, forever, until a person stopped. But then they came down to 15 rounds. But then people started dying and shit in there too much, you know. It was some battles. Y'all old school heads, y'all remember some of them 15 rounds fights. Muhammad Ali, he fought 15 rounds. All them boys fought.
So, but did y'all actually see somebody die in the ring?
Yeah, people died in the ring. I remember this guy named Dooku Kim. A guy named Ray Mancini fought him, lightweight. It was on like on a Saturday on CBS, ABC Sports, boxing, or CBS, whatever it was. And dude, it was a hell of a fight, man. They fought back and forth. It was outside, but it was banging and shit. And they were lightweights. And there was a guy named Ray Mancini, and that little Asian guy did not want to give up for nothing, man. I mean, he didn't want to give up for nothing, and kept fighting and fighting and fighting. And the 14th round, man, he got knocked out and he didn't recover.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. In fact, someone just recently did another fighter died. A couple fighters have died recently. Wow. It didn't go that long, but you know, you get hit in the head, man. It's you know, unfortunately what can happen. But this here, I heard somebody worrying about them getting hit in the head. Man, they'd be surprised they hit each other.
Well, that's what George Foreman said, because George Foreman was crying.
Ooh, he was a beast.
Yeah, George Foreman was crying though, because he was like, what they don't realize is they could take a hit, and they might feel that hit for a month, or they might take that hit and feel it for a whole year. No,
okay, I don't like that. Not from that point of view, because that means any boxer can take a hit.
Right.
So not just these people. You know, so that's unfair. So he made a living on boxing. Now he's shitting on boxing by saying, you know, you shouldn't be fighting. You get hit in the head. Well, we always get hit. He done killed damn near some people. I mean, he didn't kill him, but back in the days when he was fighting, he done tore up. So ask Joe Frazier.
George Foreman?
Frazier did. What?
I just see George Foreman grilling. He got his little boys.
Okay.
Like, he's always that.
Yeah. We going back before the grill, okay? He was knocking niggas' grills off, okay? Okay. He was a beast.
Him being gangster.
What?
Really?
Man, he was terrible, man. He didn't smile in the ring. One time he went to South Africa to fight. He went to Zaire to fight Muhammad Ali. Now,
Rumble in the Jungle.
Yeah, that was during apartheid or whatever. I don't think apartheid, but whatever it was. A lot of shit. This fool gonna bring over to to Zaire his German Shepherd.
What?
You know niggas don't like German Shepherds. Man, they almost killed that boy. And I think that thing, they say Ali Boumbaye, I think that means Ali killed him.
Wow.
Yeah, that is our channel.
I gotta look that up.
Look up. I'm not 100% sure, but look up Ali Boumbaye. That's what they would cheer for Ali and stuff. And he
because the German Shepherds were the police dogs or something?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Do you not remember the 1960s?
I was born in 1980s. No, I don't.
He said I was born in 1980, so she wouldn't know nothing. I know about a guy named Abraham Lincoln, and I wasn't born then. Who does that? Just because you weren't born, you just knew stuff from the day you were born.
His mom was like my cousin on genealogy.
Let's back that. We ain't skipping that. We ain't skipping that.
Okay,
so anything before 1980, you have no idea because you weren't born then.
I didn't know.
Okay, there's a guy named Martin Luther King. I don't know if you talk about him. He's a civil rights activist.
Right, my mom babysit for him.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let me think. Let me think of Jesus. I know he wasn't born around that time.
I think Jesus was married to Mary.
He might have, but it was before 1980. I promise that. Okay. Shit. Hey, when people were young, we talking about, I wasn't born then. That don't mean shit. That's even worse.
Right.
So back to what we were saying. George Foreman was banging heads in the 70s. Go Google it or YouTube it.
Will you be tuning into the fight, Pierre?
Yeah, you know. Say we not slow down for car accidents and shit, you know. I want to see what's gonna happen and shit, okay? You know. Now Mike Tyson he's been looking right in some of his videos, but he's been looking right for 30 seconds.
Right.
It's a whole different beast for 8 rounds, okay?
But how do we...
Shit. By the time they cut that tape, he'd be like, I'm tired, my arm hurt.
Like, how do we know he's not gonna bite his ear off?
Come on, really?
I mean, that fight really got. I was young and I saw that. That made me like. I looked at boxing totally different. Like I never seen nobody bite nobody's ear off. That was like an animal.
Yeah, you never know with Mike.
Yeah. Well, they no more ear biting no more. Yeah. This nigga teeth are loose right now. Okay, got that 56 years old. He fuck around leaving teeth in his nigga ear and shit. Look like got 2 new earrings. My teeth, my teeth. It's ridiculous.
He got the eye of a tiger though.
Are they about the same age?
Is that what
right.
No. I think Mike's a little older than him. I think he might be. Yeah, I think Mike might be like 53 and he might be about 47. He was a bad man, but both of them were bad men. But Roy Jones Jr. was off the chain when he was until he got knocked out. After his first knockdown, it was straight downhill after that. He started getting knocked out.
Because he wasn't heavyweight. Because Mike was heavy.
Well, no, he fought heavyweight one time. He actually beat a heavyweight guy named John Ruiz. But he started off. You know what? He got gypped in the Olympics, one of the worst deal ever. What happened was he was fighting the Olympics, fighting for the gold medal. I think it was gold medal right before the gold medal. And he was killing everybody, beating everybody, whooping everybody ass all through the amateurs. And he whooped this was in Seoul, Korea. I think it was 88. I might not be 100% right, but 88, Seoul, Korea. And he was whooping his Asian ass. Whooping his ass. I mean, badly whooping his ass. And when the decision was made, they gave it to the Asian. Now they had Asian judges around there.
Oh, wow.
They suspended them judges for like 5 Olympics, 20
Oh,
years.
wow.
They said could not judge again. It was one of the most worst whip-offs ever. He couldn't get his medal back. He couldn't get a medal, but he whooped that dude left and right. So he's really pissed off. But he wasn't having a hell of a career until he started rapping. And, okay.
Y'all must have forgot.
Ooh, yeah, I ain't forget.
Yeah, I forgot.
But yeah, that's cool. What else is happening with that besides
Oh
that?
man. There was a guy named Robert Berger from New Jersey who actually faked his death.
What?
Created a fake death certificate,
Titus
all because he
Bill.
didn't want to serve his 1-year sentence in jail.
Wow. What was the one? Manner of death.
Right, that's what I looked at.
And hold on, and
Suffocation.
Come on. How you gonna suffocate your? Could you suffocate?
Right.
How you suffocate
He had the
yourself?
pillow over his head.
Really? As you got weaker, you still had the strength.
I
Well, he had been out on bail since last October, just for theft charges and things like that. And his court date is actually coming up. So I guess since it was nearing, he decided that he was going to fake his death. And he almost got away with it.
Okay.
But because the police were convinced. But the New Jersey Board of Health, they saw some typos in there.
Hell yeah.
Different font
Nigga spelled
sizes.
death D-E-F. Like Def Comedy Jam.
And it says place of death, Titusville Town. That's supposed to be New Jersey in Mercer County. There's no such thing as Titusville Town.
Right, what's it?
There's no such thing as Titusville.
Which is a town.
Which is a town, but it's not
Right.
Titusville Town.
Right.
Look at the number he paid. He went legit all the way. He got the number 201-900-63821. This motherfucker here.
Yeah, so they got him.
I wonder how many years he got since he did that.
I don't know, that's going to be another charge. Yeah,
I
just
love
for
it.
But he's
just for
white.
doing
He
that.
probably get like 6 years and probably
Yeah.
serve 3.
Opposed to what? For black, what happened to a black guy?
15. It's
Really?
It's felony.
Okay. I don't know how black fake deaths, year chart and shit, and prison charts and shit.
And his girlfriend actually reported the death and sent in the death certificate. So she was like part of
Right.
it too.
Oh hell, no.
Yeah.
She needs some time too.
Yeah, she needs some time too. So
That's crazy.
and Robert Berger will be doing some time.
Hell no.
Speaking of that, so we had the BC Center for Disease Control. They added a new recommendation for socially distance to help prevent COVID or to stop spreading. One of those tips was to try using a glory hole.
Whoa.
Let me finish, only because I don't know what a glory hole is, so I need you to explain that to me.
Really?
I really don't.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't have Pornhub on your computer? Okay, go ahead.
I'm hoping it's not the same type of glory hole. I watch Pornhub.
Okay,
So it's
all
the
right.
same glory hole?
Keep reading.
Oh wow. Okay. So a hole cut into a wall that's only large enough for a penis to slip through.
Right.
New York City and Pennsylvania have already pretty much endorsed it for curbing COVID.
Right.
But now they want Canada. So like Pornhub has actually donated $100,000 and other companies.
Wow. Okay. First of all, who is the nigga who got to make the diameter for the hole? Is it? I hope he realizes there's black men out here too. This motherfucker got a goddamn dime hole and shit. Like niggas gonna be mad at them, okay? Or you gonna put a big ass, big ass, what do you call it, $50 hole, and niggas sticking pistols to itself like a mayonnaise jar, trying to get the last bit of mayonnaise out the motherfucker. Click. Okay, so is it holes that say black hole, Mexican hole, white holes?
Right.
Is it different holes you get to pick from? Remember that thing you had in school that had a different little holes, little thing you make little circles and shit? Yeah. You have a whole list of that. At the end, it's like whitey, like the biggest hole, but like no white entrance, or black men only and shit.
So is it like an actual bar? Like it's a bar you go to and they just have holes? I don't.
No, well I don't know shit. I don't know.
He was about to explain it like he really.
I ain't never been to one like that before. No. First of all, okay. First, I can't even imagine people doing that. Fellas, you sticking your dick in some shit that you don't know what on the other side is? A motherfucker be with a sickle, nigga. Your shit cutting like a slice of bologna at the deli shop, nigga. You crazy? I'm not finna put my dick in something that I don't know. I don't know. I might put the motherfucker in someone I don't know.
Right.
But I ain't gonna put someplace I don't know, okay? But bitch, I can call you back up. I can't call a room up and shit.
But when
Get a room, somebody done fuck me up on the other side. I go on the other side with a hammer, just fucking
Right.
bam! Nigga, that motherfucker go from hard to soft in 2 seconds. Slide him up around, back out that bitch. like a snake recurling, curling back up. Fuck out of here.
Right.
I'll take COVID with a bitch I know before I
Right.
take a dick in it and guess the whole I'm guessing with.
Why they call it glory?
I know.
Right.
Exactly. Because if you pull out and you all right, it's a glorious day.
No.
Or if they chop your dick, you'll be like, glory!
Lord, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
The
Glory
way,
hole.
The way when I read it, they seemed like you would actually hook up with the person, and then y'all go into like a stall, and y'all use this wall to actually have sexual intercourse. They said it was cheaper than, it was better than using fan club or whatever everybody.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans or IG. They rather you hook
I
up.
heard OnlyFans. I heard about that. What is that exactly?
It's a private paid website.
Paid? You got paid to be on it?
Yeah, you have to pay.
To view.
To view sex and things like that. And celebrities do it.
Yeah.
But hold on. You watch the celebrities have sex or celebrities are watching?
And regular
Everybody.
people.
Really?
Yeah, that's why Beyonce said in that song, in that Megan Thee Stallion song, might create a OnlyFans page on my Devil Time. Is that what she said? Yeah. Beyonce said she might create one.
I was thinking about just peeing every morning in the OnlyFans page. Because guys like that. They like to see
Peeing?
girls pee.
That's
I
your
should
thing?
create an
Yeah,
OnlyFans
just pee.
page.
I just pee every morning.
Okay.
Let guys watch
Okay.
it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not sticking my dick in some hole that I don't know what's on the other end of it. That's not happening, okay? I've done some crazy shit, but that's we're going to draw the line there. Okay?
Basically.
Hell no. All right. Well, cool. Okay. Let's do one more and then we get out of here. What are we talking about? We got something else juicy?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a glory hole?
It looked like it's about to be something.
It's like she pissed off, okay? Okay.
Well, according to Vox.com, younger people, we're talking about snooping. So the question is, do you feel people in relationships should be allowed to go each other's phone? Is it a violation of privacy?
No, it is. First of all, why do you want to? Think about why would you want to go on my phone? Just give it. As a woman.
Insecurity.
Well, then that's a bigger
That's
problem.
something I've never done,
No,
Pierre.
right.
I'm being honest about that. But then I feel like I should have, because maybe I wouldn't have lost my relationship.
I
I
understand.
should have snooped through his phone.
But hold on, if you snoop through it and you find some shit you don't like, then you're gonna lose your relationship anyway.
Well,
So what
that's
is it?
my decision whether I want to stay and leave.
No,
but
no.
I had no clue that he was having a whole nother relationship on
You
the
ain't
side.
supposed to know.
Wow.
That's why it's on the side. That's why it's called a side chick. It ain't the front chick.
So, according to Vox, younger people are more likely to snoop through each other's
I've
phone.
noticed that.
Yeah, older people ain't got no time for that.
Yeah, it says 75% of adults that are in committed relationships, they actually share social media passwords.
That's about
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that either.
Let me ask you a question. You say, would you do that with your man?
Well, with my ex, we would answer each other's phones. So for me to like go through his phone or do stuff, it was nothing.
So do y'all share bank accounts too?
Oh,
it got quiet now. Oh, you gonna share some shit, but not all shit.
yeah.
Okay. That remind me of you can eat some girl coochie, but you can't give her a kiss afterwards. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it all.
People do it every
Okay.
day.
Well, not every day. Not this day. Okay. I'm not about to go down there and go down there, and then I can't go up there with the kiss. You hold on, nigga, hold on.
I don't like kissing.
I don't like eating pussy, so
Well,
okay. That I can't kiss somebody with. Because if I got it, you got it. If you got it, I got to get it back to you. We're gonna be reciprocal. Look that word up, my people. Reciprocal. We're gonna do it over again and over again. We're gonna recycle.
I cannot.
Okay. Yes, I can. You can. Well, damn. But all right. Well, no, I wouldn't. That's crazy. I'm not gonna look at a nice phone. I don't feel like I don't do none of that. Even girls I know, I've been all my life. Like I spend the night over a girl house or something. She goes to work and leaves me there. That phone ring. I ain't answering. It ain't for me. I'm not opening no drawer. I ain't looking for. I don't want to find something. The fucking when I find some shit, now I gotta be like, damn. This how she know. Sometimes you don't need to know stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And then I feel guilty by looking for stuff.
Right.
Then I'm already looking and snooping. What's gonna happen? I'm fucking heel.
Yeah.
I would never do. And I like the same thing. I don't steal. I don't care what it is. You can have me in the house. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. It's just not what I do, you know. But I mean, people are all different. But all right. Well, damn. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. Anything else? Want to wrap it up real quick? Very worth talking about.
We did find a story on that. Her name was Carolyn Flack.
Okay.
She was 40.
Her?
No, this other. She was 40. Her boyfriend was 27. She went through his phone.
Whoa.
And he was sex texting a lady who was 60.
Whoa.
And she confronted him at a cafe, and she hit him in the phone. She hit him in the head with the phone.
See, you like that?
So they called the police.
Not you.
It is what it is. So they called the police and she got arrested.
Okay.
You know, but the thing was, should she have got arrested also for snooping, or should she have just got
No. Because
is that a crime?
Right. It's not a law.
It's not a crime. Right now, it's not a crime. But different, like sociologists say that. Well, psychologists say that people who snoop, it's a ongoing behavior. So it turns into like stalking. It turns into these other forums. So about maybe 2 months later, she committed suicide and was like hanging in her apartment.
See, had she not snooped, she'd be around.
Yeah, because that was like
27 years
Duly noted, ladies.
It's like an open drug.
You out
like
there snooping,
weed.
could end your life in your own hands. Mind your motherfucking business. You ain't paying the motherfucking phone bill. Mind your business. Ain't nobody calling you on that phone. Mind your business. If not, man, y'all are crazy, ladies. Shit. All right. Let's start this, man. Let's do it. Let's do the pick of the week. What we got here? Oh, hell no. Really, y'all put my bike up on there? I missed that bike, y'all. Look at them handlebars. Look at them handlebars. That's called a butterfly, man. They don't make that no more. That was 1993.
Somebody can sit on that.
Yeah, they could. And then my ass, I got that from the red seat from Amazon. Dude stole that, man. That hurt, man. Look at it.
You put some money into that bike.
Damn right I did. I put the little light up top and stuff. This little light right here. I put that up there. I put the seat up right there. What does I put on that thing? I got it for $100, but still. That's a Schwinn, girl. What y'all know about Schwinn? Oh, huffy bike riding ass. Go on with that. Schwinn is the real shit. It's German. I'm German. Schwinn biking. Go ahead. The dude came and cut my shit off and took my damn bike.
Wow.
So if y'all see that bike, anybody see that bike out in Atlanta, whoop his ass, okay?
Be on the lookout.
Whoever finds that, DM me on Comic Pierre at Instagram, and I will go find this dude. I'll give you $100 if you tell me who it is. That's the bike out there. So that bike out there is somewhere out there lonely, missing its owner, me.
Y'all heard it from Pierre. He giving out a reward.
Okay? Yes. So if y'all see my damn bike, y'all cold. Why y'all put my damn bike as picture of the week? You put a whole bunch of pictures. Boy, y'all dirty, boy.
I wanted to say rest in peace.
Oh, damn. Oh, now y'all play the music too? Oh, man. Oh, damn. Damn, y'all cold. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Whatever, y'all. But bike riding is good. So if y'all see that bike out there in Atlanta anywhere, y'all, holler at your boy. You see what it looks like. All right, y'all. Okay. Look, we got guests in there. I'm excited about having my guests come in there. Thank you, ladies, for all the news and hot topics and stuff. We got a great guest. I'm excited to have my man come in here after this break. We're going to bring my man RL from Next, man. I've known the brother for a while. He's a good dude. So sit back. We're going right back. All right, y'all. DJ Will, take it out here for me, brother. Hey, y'all, what's up, man? Thank y'all for coming back, man, on Pierre's podcast. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all, it's time for our guest, man. You know, we always do a hot guest, and then this one's hot as usual. This next guy, I know him personally. I've done shows with him. A good brother. I called him up, and he's like, yo, I'll come through for you, and I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate him coming through, man. And a lot of people love him. Ladies, you know y'all love him. So give it up for the one and only Mr. RL of Next. Whoa. Oh, my dog, boy. Yeah, my God, damn, y'all slowed up, boy. Damn. Okay, during COVID, you ain't missed the gym. I tell you that much. Shit.
Hey, man, you already know you got to hold on.
God damn, he's a security guard for himself and shit now. Ah, damn, boy. Thank you for coming, man. Real talk, man.
See you. It's crazy because there's not a lot of good people in the game. You know what I mean? And a lot of them that were good ain't good no more because they've been jaded.
That's true.
But you one of the ones when you hit me, it was instant. It was like, okay, just tell me when.
No, I appreciate that. No, for real, man. I remember hanging out with you in Arizona, boy. It's my man right here. Woo! We went on some shows together, man. Yeah, man. You know what's funny? Because I really wasn't like a big R&B cat at first, you know what I'm saying? I just wasn't. My thing was rap and house music and shit.
Me too. I had a record deal for rap first. I was a rapper.
Really?
Swear to goodness. I got an offer for rapping first. I still, like, there's records that the world will never, ever hear. But
come on. Why can't we hear them?
Because if you don't start out doing both, you can't just go, and I'm 43, I can't just go, you know what? Check this out. I can't. It reminds me of the two cousins from 5 Heartbeats. We rap country and what? I don't want to be that dude.
Right. Well, okay, drum roll. What was your rap name?
I didn't make it that far. I just was rapping. You know what I'm saying? It was still just RL, but I had an older brother. You know, he a real gangster. So for me, I was just running up behind him. But the sad part is he was really trying to rap.
Right.
But I was better than him.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? But hold on now. I hear you from Minnesota?
Born and raised north side of Minneapolis.
So when you left, that was the only Negro left and shit? When you
It's
left,
funny
no more?
because you know what I've heard these jokes.
Uh-huh.
But
Shit, I've been to Minnesota.
We literally lit the match that sparked the revolution. So
Really?
they said there wasn't no black folks up there until we burnt the city down. And I'm not saying that that's totally a good
mean
thing.
recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
what people don't realize is it's almost like Detroit. You know, you can go right over the bridge and it's
Mm-hmm.
Canada. They say Minnesota, but I'm talking Minneapolis, St. Paul. When you just concentrate that part, come out there and play if you want to, because
Really?
most of the people there, include my group members, they're from Gary, Indiana. So
Oh, yeah,
you
Gary's
know,
rough. I've been to
Chicago,
Gary, yeah.
Gary, Detroit. Welfare paid more in Minnesota. You could get there on a Monday, and by Friday you'd be having benefits. So a lot of people moved
Really?
up there
That's real
because
shit.
you could get that paper. So all the dope, like when these rappers be
Right,
like
sure.
running dope through Minnesota, it's really true.
Wow. I didn't know that. Now I know Gary was rough. It's so funny. I thought Gary was like a simps and sad and sucker ass, because Michael Jackson was from there. So I was like, oh, Gary, that ain't some bullshit. I did a show on Gary. Shit. They had 2 fights before the show started,
Yeah.
and they couldn't start the show until the drug dealers came in. I'm like, show supposed to start at 9. Man, we waited till 11:30 till everybody get off the corner and shit. The show be packed in, and 11:30 it was packed. So Gary ain't no joke. And if y'all are anything like Gary, damn. But Minnesota, man, what was like growing up in Minnesota as a young black boy growing up in Minnesota?
My mother grew up with Prince, like literally. You know, some people, I laugh because people say that about me. I went to school with him, and they didn't know me.
Right.
But like he was at my grandmama's house, and I ran
Really?
into him one time. He's like, I know exactly who you are, right? It's like, swear to goodness, right? But Minnesota was like, you had everything because it's super integrated.
Yeah, it is.
So there's a lot of mixed generation there, but that's because there was a lot of white people that were like, look, we love you. You know, man, come on. Even my son's mother is mixed, right?
Right.
But she was adopted by white folks, and they were like psychologists. And I wasn't used to it. They hit me with the government. My middle name is Lavelle, so they'd be like, come on in, Lavelle, do your homework right at the table. Would you like something to eat? Would you like a cold beverage? And I was like, damn,
Right.
I like this. Like,
Right.
I wasn't even digging her like that, no disrespect, but it was like,
right.
I like her family, so it was really integrated.
But
So
let me
it
ask
was
you
super
about
cool.
Prince. Like, damn, you met. Okay, what was he doing? What era was he doing? What he was doing? Was that like when Doves Cry Prince, or was it when the nasty Prince and shit before that? Or what
It
Prince
was
you on?
the
Jehovah's
slave.
Witness
It
Prince?
was the slave Prince. So what happened
Oh,
was
wow,
I was
okay.
outside of the club, and I walked up to his whip, and I was like,
What club was you from? What was it?
it was South Beach at the time. So I walked up to him. His club was around the corner, which was Glam Slam.
Right, okay.
So we got discovered because of all that, pretty much. But what happened was I walked up to the car. He rolled the window down, and I was like, I'm trying to explain to him who I am. He's like, I know exactly who you are. You're Tony's son, right? And I'm like, yeah, and I would love to work with you. And he's like, as long as it's without them. I thought he was talking about my group members. I was be like,
Right.
okay, cool. What we doing?
Right.
I was gonna
Damn,
I love him, but I was
next.
gonna throw him under the bus, right?
Right. Next.
Nah, but he was like, he looked at me, he said, the labels, and just drove off. So I was like, oh, he not rocking with me. Literally a week later, we were invited out to Paisley Park for jam sessions a few times.
Right.
So
I
he
heard
was
you that
really
kind of
rocking
stuff.
with us. But the crazy part is, we were discovered by Naughty by Nature.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So,
I heard about
we
that.
were in Jersey, but the guys were at Mall of America getting wardrobe. They were running late for sound check. We had sound check. We were opening up for Aaliyah on a Friday night at Glam Slam.
Okay.
So they're running late. I'm doing sound check. They're at the mall. Naughty by Nature has a show Saturday at First Ave where they take
Right,
Purple Rain.
right, sure.
They're exchanging information. They are late for sound check. We do the show that night. The next day, we ended up going to the Naughty show at First Ave. We sneak our demo tape that we recorded at Flight Time, which is Jimmy and Terry's studio.
But
and got our deal.
we is always next. So you're trying to say
Next,
you
most
next.
definitely.
Okay, it's still next. Okay,
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
So,
Go
but
ahead.
that's how we got our situation. So we were connected throughout the city with Jimmy and Terry,
Right.
Prince, all these people, and we were like hood legends at the time. And all of a sudden, we blew up, and because we had made a name for ourselves, everything worked out.
Okay, but tell me how you met. How you want to use that? Tell me something. How'd you meet the groups? You know, your boys. Okay, I know. I'm quite sure it's in Minnesota when y'all was kids, right? Is that what it or?
No, I was singing Happy Birthday at a funeral if I had to. Listen, I was singing everywhere. You know, when
Really?
you're hungry and you want it, you're gonna do whatever you got to do.
And you came out of the church. Was it a church type of thing or no?
Yes and no. My grandmother was really into the church.
Okay.
And she didn't like me that much because.
What?
And I'll tell you why.
The fuck you talking about?
No,
Damn,
I'm
grandma don't like you.
100. She
Everybody
loved
grandma
me.
like them.
She loved me, but what happens is, and I learned this even in relationships I have, I don't go venting to my mom because my mom don't forget once I forgive. Like I could be beefing with my girl or whatever. Right. So my mom's issue was she would run to mama and be talking about my dad and stuff.
Yep. How they get
so
down.
I'm little Bobby.
Right.
So it's like that little mother, you know what I'm saying? It was like generations kind of threw that on the kid. He looked just like his daddy too. Wow, so it becomes that. So I really wanted my grandmother to like me. She's the first person I sang in front of. But she was on the usher board. So you know what I said? My ass gonna be on the usher board then. So I left the choir. And people always go, I knew you grew up in the choir. No, I grew up watching the choir, wanting to be in the choir. But I was standing up all service, collection plate,
right,
peppermint candy, because I just wanted to be, I wanted her to like me. I wanted to do whatever she was doing.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so how you get with the two guys?
Well, they're
brothers,
biological brothers.
Right, they're brothers.
And they're from Gary, but
right.
The older brother, the oldest member of Next, Tilo, I had met him at his godfather's house, who's like a legend where we're from in gospel music. His name is James Greer. He has a gospel group. Okay. So I would go to him with my little groups, like, give me some harmony help. Give me some help with the arranging and stuff like that. And one day, dude was there with an earring in his ear, said Tilo. And it's funny, is he lived in Arizona. He was out there selling dope, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And right.
Makes sense.
So a year passed, and I just happened to be calling to look for him. And he had been calling to look for me and was back in town. He brought his brother to a show I had like at a park, and I had 3 members. By the time the show was over, I kicked one member out, brought my best friend, and then he had brought his little brother, so it was us 4 at first.
Nice.
So that's how we came together.
Oh, really? Nice. That's interesting. All right, but so real quick, you skipped over a little bit. I want to know. So with Prince, did you connect with him? Like when you went to the jam session, how did he help you? Did he not help you? Because
by then we were already put on. He was just for me. And I don't think people understand this. I'll go home and people will say, you ain't put nobody on and you ain't, man, listen, right. I ain't made it until my mama ain't don't have to work no more. That's right. So people don't understand, like, you can have some fame and you can have some paper. But if you're not wealthy, this generational wealth you're trying to attain, I can't help you until I'm fully where I need to be.
Right.
Where sometimes all it takes is inspiration. If I see you come from where I came from and you did it, hell, I could do it too. What makes you different than me? If I work hard and you did it, I can do it. So sometimes there's an indirect type of push. You don't have to necessarily put me in position in any way. Right. Me seeing you in position, knowing you come from where I come from,
that's real.
Hell, I can do whatever.
No, it's real. A lot of people think you just because they see you on a TV or in a movie or got a song out that you made it. And it's like, bro, you have no idea.
Right.
You know, you have no idea. I remember I saw when Bobby Valentino, he had a couple of hits, but he got dropped. And I was like, how did you get dropped? But then just because you hit on the radio don't mean sales are happening. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that either. I was like,
and it's politics too. For me, I think what made me, I can survive because I've written a lot of records for other people that people didn't even realize. So for me, even during the pandemic, the Jaheim hits, just in case, and anything I wrote.
Really?
You know, Idea, whatever you want to do. Jamie Foxx, Forecast, just a bunch of records behind the scenes. So there's a check every other month.
Nice.
Where I'm just good, so
nice.
That's the blessing that I have. But I didn't even know about that because I could have been gone. The police raided my house while we was working on our album, and KG, who I love to death from Naughty by Nature, offered to buy my publishing for $50,000. He didn't know we was gonna blow up, so it was a good opportunity. Okay. And I needed the bread. I had my little money in the shoebox. Police came, it was gone. Something told me, I didn't even know about publishing, but something told me, don't do it. Well, I know God told me, don't do it. And it's the best decision I ever made.
Here's a question I have about people who sing and write. Why don't you keep those songs? How does that work? Why do you give them away or whatever? Those are hell of a hits you done wrote.
Right. Say you own a brothel.
Okay.
And you,
I wouldn't mind.
And you. No, I'm telling. It's a woman.
Right here.
Say you own. And I rarely curse, but I say it like this: can't fuck them all.
Okay. Well,
so you can go and say, you go ahead with him, go in the room with her. What she do is this,
right.
And then you get a percentage of that,
right,
or you get all of that. So whenever Jaheim or somebody's performing, and if they do it right and they're talented, then you can't sing them all. You know, there's only so many radio stations, there's so many albums. So if you don't know which ones are gonna blow up anyway. So you give this record to some cat that ain't even ever came out.
Would you tell me that you didn't think Wife? Did you know Wife was gonna be a hit? Come on.
Really? Honestly, no. I'll go back even further. I didn't want Too Close to be a single.
Really?
I didn't like up-tempo R&B. I like making sex tapes. I like the mids and slow.
Right.
Because when you think about it, back then, I don't like clubs because I don't like crowds.
Right.
But what happens is, if you look at the up-tempos I've written, none of them are about the club. It's really mid-tempo subjects wifey, just in case, even too close. You're talking about dancing, but it's about the situation that it ain't. We at the club popping bottles because I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
But that's really what it was about. But back then, when it was an up tempo, if you wasn't fast forwarding it, which usually we was, it had a rapper on there. There was a feature, or the beat was crazy. Our sample for Too Close was Christmas rap, Curtis Blow. Dun, 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 dun. People look, you like, damn.
I didn't think that's funny. I didn't know
and we
that.
didn't have the
I didn't know that.
affiliation of like Puff or Jermaine, so we was kind of like, how we gotta figure out something. So we would just come up with crazy subjects. They'd be like, "Oh, come on now, I know you got something crazy."
Right.
Okay, we're gonna do something about somebody getting hard on the dance floor. Right. We would just come up with ideas.
Right. Now I know you've been through some stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, as far as career-wise and with some labels and all that. What would you tell a young artist coming into the business now? I know it's a little different now, but you should know about now.
Right, yeah.
Because it's different when you came in. Because I heard so many subjects. I was talking to Nikki about it. Like, I'm tired of hearing, not in the wrong way, but I'm tired of hearing like artists getting fucked over on their deals. Like if Puffy. I couldn't stand if Puffy would fuck somebody with a deal. Like, nigga, you know what it is to be an artist, man. Why would you do that to another artist?
But he really wasn't an artist first. And he's a businessman. He was a promoter, per se. So he wasn't... I think he loves artists, but the truth is, say I sign you, I don't know if you're going to blow.
Okay.
I might buy your publishing. It's an offer for you. You might go... The artist, it's up to them. Bet on yourself. I bet on myself. I needed that 50 racks.
Right.
I really did.
Sure.
I bet on myself.
Right.
I'd rather eat bologna right now, so I can eat lobster and shrimp later. And a lot of cats are impulsive and they make decisions based off of right now. So that's really not the executive's fault. You know what I'm saying? That's like a dude going, come on, man. You take a chick back to the hotel and she hits you with, oh, I'm allergic to latex.
Right.
You got a choice, bruh.
Right.
So then if you do it and not right,
you get his dick, bitch. I done fed you.
But 9 months later,
I'm not getting pussy.
These are decisions you have to make. It's the same thing in the music game.
So would you say that artists aren't really getting fucked over? They fucking themselves over?
No, I think that you're taking advantage of them, but it's almost like, because my accountant stole my life savings, right?
Who?
I'm talking about my accountant did years ago, where I lost everything. Like I was drug dealer living, money in the mattress kind of thing. No, black.
No,
but see, what happens is
we knew that.
you don't know. There's no generational knowledge.
Right, that's what I teach you.
And it's the same thing with any kind of business. And I hate to say it with us. I'm not trying to say it's never, but the majority of the time it's just pure ignorance. I was taught, man, just don't spend it. Just put it in the mattress, or just do this. Don't do that. Not how to grow my money, but how to keep it.
Right.
And it's the same thing with these deals. If you have family members, or my cousin's a lawyer, let me ask him what he thinks.
Right.
You don't have that. You got your boys like, bruh, that's Puff, or that's such and such.
Right.
A deal? What we going?
What kind of money was taken? What kind of money was you sitting on that was gone?
At the time, about a meal ticket.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then what's worse is then the IRS is like, we don't care, you still owe taxes. So then you deal with that, and that takes years.
That too.
That's the worst, man.
I heard that too.
It's the best thing that ever happened to me, and the worst, but it's one of the best.
Because I heard what's that thing where it says ignorance isn't something of the law or something like. What's that thing? Explain.
You talking about with the IRS? Yeah, they don't.
Well, they say just because you don't know, that ain't that ain't their problem.
That's exactly how they take it.
Wow, man.
But it's probably one of the best things that ever happened to me.
But how did he take it without you knowing?
Well, when you sign your rights over to certain things, he got athletes, but their money's different than an artist. To be quite honest, for us, it's like that's gone. We don't have guaranteed per se. So if you take what we have there that we've accumulated, that's a publishing deal that we signed. It's all types of money like that. So it's different.
Wow. See, I just hate hearing that, man. I'm scared to make it, man. I mean, really make it.
No, but see, I heard that he can't really read. But God, sometimes things happen to people that should happen. And I don't wish anything bad on anybody. But I got a 3-year-old now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at situations, and sometimes God go, I'm gonna let you live, but then I'm gonna take it from you. And I've always heard the worst you can do is take a bum off the streets that's never had anything and give it to him for a minute, then take it away. If you never had it, you don't know.
Right.
But if you have fame, you had all these things, and now you're inmate such and such.
Sure.
That hurts worse.
But it's funny. People, I heard about R. Kelly. He said he couldn't read, but don't he have lawyers who can read? Or they lied to him? Like who does that? Like people working for you just gonna lie to him?
I mean, sometimes the people that are around you, that's why I say generational, because if you have family, they're going to make sure you're straight.
Right.
But if it's not family, it's business. And I think that that's the thing that I had to learn the most and not take it personal. It's business. There's decisions that are made, and they're worrying about their family just like I got to worry about mine.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right. No, that's true, because I signed him. I did a movie called For the Love of Money, and the deal I signed with this person, they signed a raggedy deal over here, so they wasn't getting paid, and I was getting money from them when they got paid, but they signed a raggedy deal. So I got, you know what I'm saying? Could you imagine somebody, you sign a 50-50 deal with somebody, and they sign a deal with somebody that only get 10%. So I got to wait for them to get their 10% to get
your 50% of the 10%.
I'm like, what? Why'd you sign a deal with them? You fucked our money up in the big picture. But I had no control over that. You know, they could do what they want and stuff. And unfortunately, I feel that because sometimes young artists or people who want to get their product out there, man, they dangle it in front of you.
Trying to get out of your mama basement, bro. You just want to be heard.
Here's the mistake. Here's the mistake I made. They offered me. I did a movie. I made my own movie. I spent about 75, 80, almost 100 racks to put it together. I made the movie, and I went to a company, and they said, "We'll buy it from you and put it out there, but we only have $300,000. Now you take as much as you want of the $300,000, but whatever's left over, will be going to marketing. Mm-hmm. So you want your shit out there. So you don't take the whole $300,000. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, but the stipulation was also, if it does something, they're allowed to spend more money if it needs to be spent more to get more advertising. I was like, well, hold on, man. That means you got more money, motherfucker. You got me $300,000. You mean you got more money? Well, no, we got other movies we working around. If they make profit, then we can use it for yours. They get all kind of bullshit. But that little open door of saying we can promote, we can spend more money because you're going to pay for it at the end of the day.
It gives you hope.
So I'm like, all right, just give me 100 racks off it and take the 200 and whatever. Man, before I knew it, they spent $400,000-$500,000 on it, right? I'm like, and then I got to pay all that back. I'm like, see, I'd have asked for $300. I took the whole $300 if I knew y'all was doing that. And that's how they played me with it. I was like, what? Then they did a bad deal with someone else. So I can feel you on that. There's nothing else I could have probably done was, I mean, you know, if you want to take the whole money, I mean, that wasn't
these
no
lessons though, that means next
time. But they were lying.
But these lessons, next time you do something,
you
know, or you have a child, a cousin, somebody that come to you, you have this knowledge that you can give them.
Sure.
We didn't have that.
Sure.
If you really think about it, we just out there winging it.
Sure.
Because who we gonna ask?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Let me ask you with the group next. Okay, so what year did y'all really come out? Like
97.
97. I was gonna say by the time I was in and shit. 97. And there's a lot of people was around that time, man. Remember the group Profile?
I love Profile.
Yeah, I remember Profile.
I hear whispers in the I love Profile.
Now how because it was you guys and who else? There was a whole bunch of Jagged Edge and a whole bunch of other people. 112 and all that around that time. What did you do, or how do you think you didn't get lumped up with the rest of them? What did you say separated y'all from the rest of them?
Well, we weren't part of a subsidiary per se, like Bad Boy or you know, we were part of Divine Mill, which is great. But Clive took special interest in us.
Right. Okay. Clive Davis, for those who don't know,
so he looked at it like, okay, Bad Boy and Puff, they got that, but we got y'all. This is what we gonna do. The benefits were, KG he makes anthems, so we looked at ourselves as the R&B Naughty by Nature. Okay. So you know, we wanted to make anthems as well, and I think that was fun. And we were a trio; there weren't four of us.
Right.
But then, then we had other things against us. We didn't have this big label people like Faces. You know what I'm saying? So we always feel like the underdog. But what's funny is
even with Clyde Davis, you feel like an underdog?
Yeah, because we didn't know. Now, 20-something years later, I look back and I'm like, man, I was working with Clive Davis.
Right, yeah. But Adam Harrison got Whitney Houston out there.
Young, you like Puff. Jermaine.
I get it, yeah. That's what
we had to wear the French Connection tight ass clothes. I used to hate it, bro.
And now.
Yeah, but we used to. I'm just saying. I remember our first tour.
I remember that store.
Our first tour was with Chris Tucker on the Money Train tour.
Yeah, really.
With Melanie Camacho. That's what we would. It was Melanie, then us, and then him, and we had to wear these little funny ass tight ass slacks.
When you said we had to,
because Clive was like, he was really. That was before camera phones. We'd have to fax him pictures of wardrobe. It was super crazy. But I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't said anything about this.
Please do.
Slim from 112 actually hit me Sunday morning, and he checked me. Like literally, this is a rival group per se.
Right.
And I said something in the interview because 112 was my favorite group from my era. Just because I remember, going to the studio listening to their stuff like, yo, this is the competition. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because they came out a little bit before us. But they've kind of split up. And I've always wanted groups to learn from our mistakes because we split up for a minute. And there's too much money out there. You got to get it all. I want it all.
I heard that.
Saying? I want every bit of it. And people were calling 112 by another name, like jokingly, but not in a disrespectful way. And I was in an interview, And I was like, they were my favorite group. I hope they get back together because I think they're all dope individually, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, people, blah, blah, blah. I said this name. And he hit me and he checked me, but he checked me from a place of grace. Like, I know your character. I know you didn't mean it like this, but when you say it compared to somebody else saying it means something. And since I respected him so much, before I even finished, I was like, not even on no whole move, but I apologize, man. You right. And I think that's the problem that we have today in general. Like, I seen, you know, we talk about Kanye and things like that. And truthfully, social media makes it so we don't have grace. Social media is a place you go to talk down on people that are doing better than you. So I feel like when you wrong, back when we were young, we had OGs. Come here, young blood.
Right.
You know that was some bull, but let me direct you and show you what's right.
Right,
now, all we do is write you off, cancel culture, and now the game over for you, which you can't cancel Kanye because once white people love you,
is it? Yeah, he's in.
He could easily be like, I don't need y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Google what he called 112. Let me know later on. That's what I want to find. We're gonna find that out, okay? In fact, Slim and Mike is gonna come in here too, man. We're gonna talk to them. Yeah,
I'm a big fan of all of them. I'm gonna be honest. It's funny because I think me and you did Orlando. We did Orlando.
Yeah.
It was a big festival with Keith, and that was the day that I found out an ex-manager of mine had stolen the money for that show. And she was actually there with another one of her artists, and we found out because the crowd rushed the stage when I finished. The security had to come.
I remember that.
And I was like, dang, I couldn't even finish my set. I'm doing this for free. And the dude that did it was like, wait a minute, for free? I paid blah, 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 blah. Right. So then we found out it went through, you know, a manager of mine, and me and one of the members of 112 had the same person. And what basically happened was sometimes I've always felt like, don't lie on me. Because I do enough dumb stuff. Right. So don't give me nothing new. I don't need that.
Right?
So somebody had been lying on me in the game, and I told the truth. Which some people say I shouldn't have, but for me, and I'm trying to be as direct as I can because I respect you, and you know we family.
Sure,
but I'm doing this out of respect for another person. So
fuck him.
So the funny part is, you don't never get along with these guys because you're rivals like that per se. But sometimes you're friendly. There's certain guys in certain groups that I could be in the same room with them and they don't speak. And for me, my mindset is, let's just go in a room and close the door because truthfully, there's fans, there's different people around that pick up that energy.
Right, sure.
And we at least should be what's up, fam, how you? And there's certain cats that ain't like that. Sure. But my respect for brands is such that I want you to eat. My favorite saying is, I wish you well, I just wish me better. You can pull up in the 2020 Benz. I want the 2021 spaceship. I want you can shine.
Right. That's what you want.
You can shine, but I want to everybody. I want more, and I want everybody to win because at this point in time, everybody got kids or bills, different responsibilities.
That's funny you said Orlando show. I'm gonna show you how real I was. So we did an Orlando show together, and after the next day we're flying out, and I go to his room and they gave him a big bottle of Ciroc. I don't remember that, right? So I said, you taking that with you? He's like, no, I'm good with that. I put that in my luggage and shit with my other Ciroc because the promoter gave us some Ciroc.
And they locked our luggage in the car and they had to send it back or something.
Did they?
I had to come get my luggage. It was something that happened where I had to come get my luggage from like you or something. Like your security had. It was something that they locked my stuff in. I couldn't even get it.
All I know, I had RL Ciroc with me. I still have that in my house. Now I have the bottle, but I got some beef eater inside the hood rats don't know no difference between beef eater and Ciroc when you put some orange juice in it. But I still got the RL bottle in that joint, okay? I think it was like peach flavor, whatever it was. I was like, I got that. It was a big one too. You gave it to me, I kept it to you. So he was but I'm like, he balling when he's like, I don't need bottles. Ciroc bottle like this big. I'm like, no, brother, I'm gonna take this and give me some towels. I'm stealing too, and roll this sucker up. And if it busts in my luggage, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that bottle of Ciroc, and so do all the ladies do when they see that. It's really just beef eater and some cheap stuff, okay? But I like the fact, that's one thing I liked about you. I felt like you're humble, brother. I mean, I hung out with you. We went to restaurants and ate and stuff. It's just your personality. And let me tell you, like you said, some people are straight asses. I'm in the business with some comedians. Ain't shit. Them dick ass dudes. Some dudes are dick-y. Now we might smile, be on the same show together. People never know. And I always think, comedians, y'all funny. Y'all should be friends. No, man. Now, I'm cool with anybody. But I don't like, bother me sometimes when I see other comedians high signing with the fans on. I'm like, hold up, brother. We all came from nothing. Why you acting like that? I've had comics that I know in LA stay in an apartment big as this whole damn room here. But on the road, I need champagne, I need that. You know, treat the fans like this. I'm like, nigga, when you go back home, you're gonna be in that cubicle again, bro. I know what the real thing is, man. Humble yourself a little bit, man. So that's why I'm seriously, whenever I hear about you, man, I'm happy about you, man. Anything happens for you, man. Now, speaking of that beef, you beef with people, other groups too. Now, what's up with that? Come on now, Jagged Edge. Now y'all should be friends, man. Y'all damn near sound alike.
What's funny is what happened was, this was years ago when I didn't understand social media, like when it first started, and when you don't know how to navigate things like that, things that you say can get taken out of context.
That's true.
So it's almost like if we play ball, and I know I've been working out all summer, so the season about to start, and I'm like, boy, you better step your game up because I'm coming for you. It's like friendliness, right?
Sure.
We were the first group that ever did a mixtape. We were down with 50 Cent. People didn't realize that 50 was on our second album before anybody even knew who 50 Cent was, per se, on that level. Right. And we were doing these mixtapes. So, we talking mess, but never in a disrespectful, like I'm better than you or anything like that. But a radio personality out here took it, played it, called cats on the phone. I was new to Atlanta. These people run Atlanta, per se. They're Atlanta's favorite sons. They got on the phone, and when you confront somebody with something and you do it in a certain light with certain energy, they have to come back with aggression. But then we see you later, and then we talk it out. So I'll let you have that because you feel like I kind of fronted on you in public, so you had to kind of save face. I can respect that. I love Jagged. They're one of my favorite groups. I actually did a whole album with Q Parker from 112 and Wingle from Jagged Edge. We have an album called WQRL that probably ain't never gonna come out, but I'm actually cool with guys. Everybody ain't gonna be best friends. That's cool. That's just in general. But I can respect their grind. I want them to win. I want them to eat. Do I want to eat more? Of course.
But I heard 50 Cent's mixtapes. So you say you was on a mixtape?
No, we had our own mixtapes. It was the Moisture mixtapes through 50 Cent. So we had our own. We were the first R&B group that were putting out real mixtapes with DJ Who Kid through G Unit.
Right.
So yeah.
Now, I know.
No, it was all for us. I'm not trying to be no gangster because you get tested more. No matter what I've done, there's things I've done in my past that I ain't proud of. Strong arm, craziness. The truth is, I just want to make love music and just be chilling and having fun because then I ain't got to worry about no drama. Our music was simply, having fun. And at the end, it was at the end of a song, I was like, yo, Jagged and 112, I done heard these last couple records. Y'all better be ready because we coming. It was that simple. But when somebody takes it and they gas you up, then it becomes something else. And that's all that happened. And I had to learn that because that just happened to me doing an interview. I talked about Kanye. It was before he had that, break.
Right.
And she reposted it and she put under there that it was from a while ago. But nobody's reading captions.
Right.
So she did the clickbait. You know what I mean?
Right. So let me ask you, because, I toured for many years and I know you're a good guy, and
Did I indulge?
Shit. Let's be real, brother, because comedians were getting it. You're a nice-looking young man, and I was a nice-looking young man. Maybe still nice-looking to some of y'all. I'm not young, but it was off the chain. Is there any funny, crazy girl story? I mean, one time I was in Detroit, and my boys was in a hotel room. We were all in a hotel room, and I was trying to get something from this girl. And there's too many dudes in the room. I took her into the bathroom, and we laid in the fucking tub and knocked it off in the tub. You know how hard to fight, do it in the tub with a pillow?
That's
whatever?
that porcelain.
Man, it was what it was and stuff. So, but I had all kind of crazy. I was on tour I was on, and around that time you were talking about the Budweiser Superfest tour with Aaliyah, Genuine,
we
Drew
used to
Hill.
want to get on them so bad.
I know, that was crazy.
We drove to Chicago to get with Andre Harrell, and he, because he was out there, and because we knew that, how Jodeci got signed, you walk up to somebody. Right. We walked up to him like, yo, we sing. He was like, yeah, that's cool. And it just hurt so bad.
Of course. Right. Well, what's crazy? When I went out with Genuine, Drew Hill, all the Mary J. Blige, Kid Capri, Aaliyah, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and that's when Genuine had that song Pony out. He just came out. And that's when he had the side, the baby hair and shit curled up, fuck up, And I don't know the dude. I don't know the dude from one song and shit at the time. We cool friends now. I like you, G. G's my man. But before then, I didn't know. And I remember the first show. We doing like 15,000 seaters, and he's on stage. And what I had to do was I had to MC the show, start off the show, and then bring up the next act. But I did one act, and I said whatever, Drew Hill. And then I sat back and watched the show. And I sit back and I was watching Genuine, and he took off his shirt. Girls were screaming and crazy and all that kind of shit. And I remember seeing like sparkling on them, like glitter or something like that, sparkling. I'm like, okay, maybe he hugged some chick, before the show and got a little sparkling on him and shit. So the next night, we had 30 dates.
He had it
He on
again.
stage. I'm like, okay, this nigga done hugged the same girl for 2 nights in a row and shit. Maybe his backup singers or something, dancers or whatever. He hugging and shit. He naked with sparklers and shit on him. Man, by the third night, I said, this nigga here. He done put his... Dudes hadn't done it. Back in 97, I didn't remember guys doing that like that. But he had sparkling shit all up and shit. Looked like a Christmas tree and shit, man. But the girl... And he would always tell the... I remember before he... Because he was kind of dude jump in the crowd and shit.
Yeah.
Right? He'd take his jewelry off and give it to somebody and jump down. And the girls would go crazy for him and shit. And he would say... At the end, he would say... Yo, my band want to let y'all know we at the Marriott on Clark Street.
Yeah.
Nigga, the band don't want to, you want to know, G. You want the girls to know that. And Aaliyah manager, her uncle was a manager, and he would be at the door. Like, we go back to the hotel, it'd be packed. You know what I'm saying? Packed like shit. Like, when I say packed, like 20 young girls up there. And they were all trying to get upstairs.
Yeah, show
and
ID.
Right. And the father would stand at the door and ask at the elevator door and say, how old are you? And the girls be like, 18? No, when you say, if you're going to lie, say 19, 20. Don't say 18, okay? I'm 18. And so he wouldn't let people go. And I remember he did something, I ain't like it at the time, but it was whatever. When someone else was on stage, I think he was on stage. Or,
take pictures?
No, he would go in the back. Like, remember, we're doing a 15,000 seater, and he would come out the back, and everybody would take the picture, look at him. Well, you know what? I take it back. It wasn't, because the lights were still on, so they would go in between. But he would do that, and it was like girls would just go running over to the corner where he is and shit and do that. And I remember while I was on tour, remember it's 97. I remember Aaliyah would bring out this chick and this fat dude, and they had
Missy
security.
was it Missy?
I didn't know that. They had security with them. I'm like, they said there was a producer. I'm like, what producer has security? I remember that. It's 97. I don't know. I have no idea. And it was, and I'm like, who was it? So me and Timbaland. I said, snap on Timbaland. I didn't know who he was really. Snapping on him, and Missy was cool and shit. And then after the tour was over, then all that stuff. What's that song they did she did with the baby? Sound like a little baby.
I can't stand
The Rain?
No, not her. Aaliyah. Aaliyah had
If you need somebody.
that was
Right.
Then I started seeing how much work they did. I said, damn, these bees are beastie and shit, man. It was crazy as hell. Yeah, I had no idea who Missy Elliott and Timbaland was, man. Timbaland.
There was some crazy
wow,
times.
yeah.
We seen a lot of craziness. The only advantage I had was I had a son in high school.
Okay.
So I was scared. Like I had dealt with court. So like if I thought I was gonna have a dream about some coochie, I put a condom on it.
What?
I go to sleep. Like
I heard
I was
that.
at that point. Like I was the relationship dude. So
Now I know a lot of testosterone. We got the women chase. Everybody kind of fighting for their own little groove. Back then, was there any fights, straight up fist fights with some of the R&B groups and shit?
nah, because I think we was all just. We from nothing in a sense, so we just all happy to be getting it together.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you got her? Oh, let me get her friend in.
Okay, right.
I wanted her.
Right,
You know, that's how
cool.
guys. It really wasn't. It was a competition, almost like cars. I asked that car.
Right.
That's my car.
Right.
I know that's my girl. Like
Right,
she didn't
right.
get to. She might have liked him, but You know,
nice,
so
nice,
was
What's
go
the biggest
faster.
tour, what tour R&B tour was one of your favorite tours ever go on?
Ooh. Other countries is always better to me because over here they expect it.
Okay.
You go to Europe, Africa,
Right.
they're not worried about their hair, their outfit, even dudes. They
Right.
sweating and
Right, sure.
now to this point everybody want to be player. Like even
But,
the
but what
dudes.
groups what combination of groups was you out with? Like say, man, when me and so and so went out, we probably had the best time.
It's really about friends. I probably
Okay.
say Dubai when I went with Wingo and Q because it was like we're away from our groups.
Okay.
So because it's territorial when you in your group, you kind of stay with your crew.
Ah.
But when it's y'all, now you get to know each other better. It becomes
Right.
a little different.
Right,
Uh,
right.
in Dubai, it's so much fun. So then you're going places, you're experiencing things you hadn't experienced before. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So that's when it's probably
I
the
feel you. I
best.
feel you. Now you reached platinum status, made money and shit, and then I guess you ran into some bumps in life. We all have, but you ran some serious bumps. I remember reading an article. That tripped me out. You talking about? I don't use the word mental illness, but when I heard when your girl cheated on you, you almost lost it and shit. Like, wow, how'd you get to that point for?
Yeah, so what happens is people will take different interviews and put them together, and somebody did that on Facebook. It shook me up because they made it seem like when I went through my divorce, I tried to commit suicide because of that. I tried to commit suicide my senior year of high school. It was before I even made it. I dealt with verbal abuse is the worst to me, and mental abuse. So I've always dealt with low self-esteem since I was really little, wanting approval, being a middle child. That's the reason I became an entertainer. I'm like, hell, I want some attention. Somebody gonna notice me, damn it. And so, ooh, yeah, we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, truthfully, it was my senior year in high school. My dad had told me I wasn't gonna be shit for like the last time. And my parents are still married. But what happens is it's generational. You know, you can either have generational wealth, you can have generational abuse.
Right, sure.
And my dad became an engineer, but he grew up in and out of boys' homes. But his dad, come to find out, I don't even say grandpa, but I guess I'll say it now. My grandfather, he was raised by aunts, and they would literally put their feet on his neck, and he didn't eat chicken as an adult because they would eat and throw the bones in the room like, here you go, find something off of it. So, you know, I think that parents said, well, I'm better than my dad was, or my dad wasn't even around, or I pay the bills. And there was really no time or no connection like that. So for me, I had a lot of issues that you still deal with. You grow up and you try to be better. I think what's helped me is my son and having a 3-year-old daughter. Now, those things made it a lot easier, but yeah.
But hold on, you said you had a son when you was in high school, right?
Yeah, high school.
Was that around the time you thought about suicide?
Yeah, right.
Before, after?
It was before. My son is, I tell people, my son is the reason I made it. My daughter's the reason I keep going.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. How old is your son now?
24.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I got 23.
You don't even look like you got a 20. You look 24.
You look 24. Okay.
Thank you. I'm trying.
I know, Greg.
So the myth about you committing suicide with your divorce was
not at all. Yeah.
It was more it was just one time, and I'm just gonna ask. Just curious. Like, what did you try to do?
I walked in my parents' room with a gun in my mouth.
What?
And I was gonna pull the trigger. My mom walked up to me, and she grabbed my hand, and she's like, you know, don't do it. And it's funny because people thought I was soft in high school because I wouldn't fight, but I would always cover my face because kids just try to jump me. Because back when I was coming up, singing wasn't cool. It wasn't like, you ain't no rapper, you no athlete. What you doing? Right. I'm singing. I'm in a singing group. Ooh. You know what I mean? And I would cover my face. I told them I can't mess up my face for my album cover. I knew. God told me, keep going.
Right.
Because there's things that I did, like armed robbery stuff, that I know if I would have got caught doing one thing, that I've been in the system, I wouldn't have made it. I know God was really looking out for me.
Right.
Wow.
So, like, when you, Clive Davis, you know, he did his old autobiography. Like, when you read it, like, were you ready for him to be that open about just his whole
sexuality and all
yes.
that? The truth is, in this game, and he knows, like, it's funny because even LA scared me. I remember I went out there for some months, stayed at the what is it called? Those apartments where they got them already. The Oakwoods or something.
Oakwood, yeah.
And you go out there and it's a whole different, and it can swallow you up. Next thing you know, your girl kissing some guy, and you like, okay, baby. And you know what I'm saying? No, I can't. I'm cool. I don't roll like that. But there's certain things that we knew. We didn't even matter. Like, you know, there would be certain, you know, jokes, you know, not about that, but just like Clive had an affinity for me. So people like, you know, Clive loved you. And there would be other, insinuations. But I always looked at Clive like another dad because he would birthdays or, you know, send you gifts. He remembered certain things. And I think that's why he was so successful. He really cared. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's cool. That's cool. But let me tell you, it's funny. You know, I had a manager, he was gay. I didn't know he was gay. And I was kind of fucked up because I was talking about women all the time. Yo, I went to a party last night, you know, blah, blah, some fine honey's day. Oh, really? Yeah. And then later on I found he was gay. I was like, oh, you wasted all that dialogue with you, man. You should have told me he was gay. We could talk about something different and stuff. But it was all part of, like, Puffy, Clyde, other managers. I'm not saying Puffy's gay, but it's all that kind of stuff. And one thing I don't like some people consider me metrosexual, you know, because I get my nails done, I put lotion on and shit. I mean, like, you know, as soon as if you ain't a rough, dirty
you take care of yourself.
Yeah, I take care of myself, right. You know. But and people want to just jump to the gay thing all the time. And I think maybe sometimes some people are metrosexual. Like, I've never seen anybody do any, you know, homosexual stuff when I was in Hollywood, like visually seen that. Except my manager, he was arguing with another guy at the house one time that was gay, and I was like, you ain't arguing like a regular dude to argue with another dude, you know what I'm saying? And then the next day, the dude comes to the office. Well, it was on a Saturday. The next day, it was like on a Monday. He comes to the office. Where is so and so at? I was like, oh, sure.
You never heard that one?
Yeah, no, that was the guy.
That was this guy's homeboy.
Yeah. You know, and it was.
I think that guy. You know, I'm happy that people can finally be themselves, but I do think certain people that, you know, you come to Atlanta and it's a culture shock because I literally had to figure out how to deal with going out in public because there'd be a bunch of guys and I understood what a woman felt like. Oh, look at and you would hear stuff and it was like Linux on a Saturday. But I realized the way you combat that is I walk up to a dude and I would look at him in his face like, "What's up, fam? How you doing? You good? God bless you."
You
no, but there's no spark. There's no glitter, as you said.
Right.
There's no look. But it wasn't even no diss. It's just like, look, we men or however you want, non-binary, however you want to do it. But what's up? How you doing? You good? It's that simple. But they're gonna try to check because there are guys that. Whatever. For me, it's whatever floats your boat. I'm docked, okay? I'm cool. I'm not on the water.
Right. No. I'm the same way. I kind of let people rock out. But I always had a problem I have a thing where they say, are you born gay or do you become gay? I think you're born gay. Some people say you become gay. Because I don't know, why would you want to become something that you're going to be ostracized and pushed? I don't see the fun in that. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a gay person say exactly that, Pierre. They said, do you think I chose to be this way?
Right.
Yeah, dude, I seen a dude say, women are so beautiful. Do you know, I wish I liked them. Like, do you understand? Like, I'd seen a gay dude say that.
Yeah.
But I do have an uncle who's like a Green Beret or something. He's gay, right? Yeah. He used to be the coldest dude. He had the good hair, you know what I'm saying? And he dated a chick. She broke his heart, and they said, like, next thing you know, he showed up with Ken, and they've been together ever since.
Wow.
Like, for real. He got PhDs, man. He got everything. And I love him the same. I'm like, hey.
I'm like this. So I feel how women are. I just feel like doing it just a respectful way. Like, if you gay, like, I had some people DM me, some brothers, like, I know disrespect. You're a handsome dude. Bro, thank you, but I don't go that way. Now, leave me alone. I done got the dick pics. I done got all, and I'll be like, come on, fam. Like, you open it, you don't know what it is. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, come on, fam.
Send them to them too, okay?
I'm like, man, like, listen, be you.
Right.
But it's almost like I had to learn from Jill Levert. We are on a tour that I didn't like. We're on a tour with Frankie Beverly and Maze, and I think the OJs and like Jill Levert, right? And we was young though.
Right, yeah.
So we was like for Pepsi, we taking off our shirts and we still doing all. We didn't know. We just wild. We stallions. What we doing?
Right.
And he had to pull us to the side and say, you got to know your audience. Like, you just can't jump out there because you're going to offend people.
Right.
And I think that a lot of times with this climate we in, if you check somebody for coming at you incorrect, then it becomes you're phobic or I just don't want you to be sitting. I don't want to see your penis in my DMs, bro.
Right. Respect that. Just respect that. And I appreciate it. Well, we know you not that. Well, I hate to say. What's so funny about gay? You can say he married, he played football, he a Green Beret, he ain't gay. And people always say, nah, that don't mean nothing. That's one label. It's hard to say you're not. If you try to tell somebody you're not gay, no matter what, you can do all the manly things, and they still, it's in their mind that you're gay, you're gay. But why can't you do all the feminine shit and be still a man? I mean, be called a man. Why can't I be holding a hand with a dude walking down the street like, nah, they straight. That dude's straight. No, it don't work that way. You know, why don't
I can't wait till we get to a time that people can just be who they are comfortably, so that they don't have to slide here and try to stick their toe in the water. Where it's like, I can give you that signal. Oh, he's straight. It's something simple.
I feel you.
Like on the business side, I had a real quick question. The 180 deals, how have they hurt people who are still performing, other artists? So I know, like,
what's the 180 deal for people who don't know?
The labels who are coming in and they're like,
you mean the 360 deal where you get merchandise, you get a part of everything.
Exactly. So the labels usually couldn't touch your show money and they couldn't touch your ringtones.
Right.
Now they can. So like, how's that hurting the other artists, or like what's going on?
Well, truthfully, we're in a time now where it's about streaming, so I almost feel like it's unfair. It's cheating. I feel bad for the artists out now because I don't know what they're going to be doing in 10 years. What songs are you singing now that because I'm doing records from 20 years ago.
That's right.
When will there be new classics? So now labels are having to find ways to make money because they're not selling records. There's no record stores. So we have to recoup and we have to get paid too. So we're going to invest in you. It's going to be everything you do. You breathe. How many breaths you have? 2? Okay, we get half of one of those breaths. Ooh. You know what I mean? And that's the chance you take. So I do feel sorry for some of these artists. You see them now, they're popping because of the internet. They're viral, and that's cool. But they're in situations where there's so many hands in it. That's what it is.
Well, let me ask you. You got married. You have a kid. I'm quite sure. I hope you say this, that it's probably one of the best things you ever did. From being out here and stuff. Because I'm still single. Let me tell you, I don't. Damn POF. Plenty of fish. That's how I met her. I bumped into her on Plenty of Fish. Okay, I'm like, and we worked together. I'm like, bitch, that's you. That ain't you.
I was like, that
Okay. Put your shirt on, girl. Okay. But so what has marriage life done for you, having a kid? That you would tell.
It's hard. It's humbled me because the one thing you have to do is, I'm RL. It's Friday, it's Saturday.
Right.
They in the front row. They willing. It's whatever.
Right.
They got on their best.
Right.
You know, and the wife is bad and all that, but
Right.
you get home and
She is.
You open the door, you get home, and it's like she got on sweats. Like, okay, can you go put gas in my tank?
Right.
It's like you have to be able to turn off certain things, and when you're younger, that's crushes your ego,
Right.
and you have to be selfless. And I think having my daughter helped that. You know what I mean? Because now it's about her. Regardless, for me, I could be backstage, getting ready to go on. If she's FaceTiming, it's like, hold on, I'll be ready in a minute.
Wow.
Things pause. So,
Right,
yeah.
right.
But
Now-
people don't gotta understand it is. I'm gonna keep it 100. Marriage is
Work.
is real work, but it's better to work with one person and you know what you're gonna get from your teammate. Because I tell my wife, you don't have to be an all-star, baby. You know, get a couple rebounds, pat me on the butt when I come to the bench from making that 3-pointer, and we good. Luckily, she got her own bread.
Well, how did you know she was the one? Because you got a lot of people coming at you now. That's kind of, you know.
Because I was struggling, I was losing everything, and she was like, "We good. Let's put this in my name. Let's figure this out." And that was, truthfully, I tell people this: you get with somebody because of what? Because of how you feel about them.
Right, that's true. Yeah, okay.
You stay with them because of how they make you feel.
Nice.
There's a difference.
Oh, Hallmark card ass
So,
nigga.
no, if you really think about it, you ask somebody about some new girl. Oh, she cold, she this, and blah blah. She do this,
Right.
and I'm telling you, you gotta see her. And she, man, what? But then later on, you say like, what made you be with her? Man, the way she held me down, the way she made me feel, and blah blah blah. It changes.
But before that, how'd you meet her? Where'd you meet her at?
I had a studio out here, and her cousin, who's a big business guy in North Carolina, he had some business and he couldn't be there. He had an artist that I was working on. So he sent her. She had just been displaced because of Katrina, because she's from New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
She came and she was at the studio, and I thought, okay, this must be dude's girl.
Right.
So I found out it wasn't. I was like, oh, that's a dope phone. Can I see your phone? So she hands me her phone, and I called myself.
Hey,
So
that
she
bull.
was fresh.
RL does that?
She was fresh
RL
out
does
of
that
she was
bullshit?
fresh out of a relationship though, which was crazy. So we talked for a minute, nothing. We didn't consummate anything. We stopped talking for 2 years.
What?
She called me one day, and I was dating some girl from church. As soon as I heard her voice, it was over for that poor girl from church. It was like, it's a wrap.
Really?
And I told her, but I told her the first time I met her, I'm gonna marry you one day.
Oh, yeah. I said that a couple times. People I didn't marry.
They say a man knows his wife when he sees her.
Right. Well,
I thought I did, and I'm just playing.
No, that's all good. Well, no, man, that's some good stuff, brother. I appreciate you coming through, man. But real quick, how did you take that whole, since you're from Minnesota, that whole George Floyd thing, man? Do you know where that happened at?
Yeah, of course. They burned down a lot of my city. I'm proud of them for standing up. It's a whole new generation of militants, but at the same time, I couldn't go while you burned it down.
Right.
I'll come help you build it back up. I actually went and met with the chief of police and gave him some ideas about police reform that he wants to implement, so I'm happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Nice. Yeah,
black guy,
yeah.
but I told him, I said, you go to any neighborhood, you show me a kid that's not from a law enforcement family that wants to be a police officer when he grows up. We won't find him.
Oh, really? Because I thought a lot of people do want to be like their uncles, their fathers.
Yeah, I said, yeah, but that's only if they're from a law enforcement family.
Oh.
But if they're not from
Oh,
law
yeah, I
enforcement,
get what you're saying.
because
Oh,
they
yeah.
look at
Oh,
cops
yeah.
in a negative light. They don't respect
Right.
them. Back when I was coming up, I put my pants up because
Right.
he might have been my dad's bowling buddy or a coach or something like
Oh.
that. We don't have that in the community, so a lot of these cops that are policing these communities aren't from these communities, and they hate having to come to them.
Right, sure.
So I said, you need to implement something where 2 days a month, these cops that ain't from around here have to go to a community center. They can still get paid,
Right,
but
I like
they're
that.
there to learn the community, because once you understand them, you have empathy. Right now, they
Yeah,
are gonna look at us as
right.
animals
That's true.
because they don't know nothing about nothing. But if they see you and you drunk and you talking loud and they can shoot you,
Right.
cop can come. Oh, that's Leroy. That's Teresa's husband. He barking. He don't bite.
Right.
I'm gonna take him home. Teresa's gonna kill him anyway. So
Right.
it's simple things.
But you said, what do you say? You said Minnesota was multicultural.
Yeah.
So I would think they'd be together. So is a lot of racism? Was a
yeah,
lot of
I said
racism
Minneapolis, St. Paul is cultural.
Oh.
But when you gotta think, you leave, you go. Let's go to Macon. Let's go to Augusta.
Right.
Or let's go to one of these
Outside of
hick
that.
towns in Georgia. But there's racism everywhere, and I think that what Trump did was make it. No, he didn't make it worse. He made it actually better for us because now we can really see you. You was pretending before.
Right.
Oh, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Then you get in the car, nigger.
Right.
Now you feel like it's acceptable. You can be your true self. So I think that's a good thing, actually. I think Trump is out of here, but I think that the one good thing he did was now you get to see certain coworkers you just knew were just just nice, loving people. They loved everybody.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh no, they're straight MAGA.
Right.
Want it to be
Yeah.
white again.
Well, I saw it with Obama though. I saw some people changing too.
Yeah.
White folks were pissed off about Obama,
Yeah.
man. So.
But
I
Trump
don't
just
know.
said he was the best president for black people since Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, she's a black
And-
Republican, just to let you know.
But the thing is, Trump wasn't a Republican. Trump has been a Democrat forever. He just became a Republican
Because he knew he could
plays
win.
chess.
He knew he could
plays
win.
chess, and he knows he could win. But my thing is, I understand what you're saying, but I think him heightening the race relation probably will cost him the election, because he did do a lot of things for like the other communities, but all that's forgiven. You know what I mean? We don't see it because of all this.
Yeah,
other
but
stuff.
what happens is, I don't. To be honest, I don't look at Trump as a racist. I look at him as an elitist.
Yeah,
If you have
that's-
money,
I see, yeah.
then we
you
can
go.
get money together. You could be black, the Goya dude. I don't care who you are. We can do business together. He's planning for. He didn't even want to be president anyway, but he's planning. But what I'm saying is, it's not his fault that these people have come out and shown their true colors. He's actually just a person that helped us reveal them.
Right,
So
right.
that's the
true.
advantage.
That's true.
Very-
That's true.
Let me ask you a question, RL. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
He got to go. He got to go. Hurry up.
It's all good.
You Next has broken up and gotten back together for this new project. Next by is it Nature by Next?
Next
Naughty
by
by
the,
Nature.
the next in the Naughty EP.
Next by Nature.
Uh-huh.
That's what it is.
She's from Jersey. That's why she like that.
We both from Jersey.
Okay.
So my question is, when the group broke up, did you always feel out of place because them two were brothers, or did you always want to be a solo artist?
To be honest, I never wanted to be solo. The whole reason I even did a solo project was because we were the only group out when Clive left Arista and started J Records. And Arista wouldn't promote the second album after Wifey. That's why you didn't hear anything after Wifey. It was the first time we dealt with politics. So I came in the office with Clive like, I got the new album ready, let's go. He was like, you can't do a new album with the group. It'd be going against yourself. But I'll give you more money than you've ever seen and put you up in LA at the Oakwoods, and you can work on your album. So I was out there, I got to do POC and do all these things. But what happens is, I hate the words went and gone solo. My daughter can come to me and say, I want to be an astronaut, actress, singer, daddy. And guess what, Dan? But we're going to figure out a way to be all of them. I want to get to heaven and God go, you use every ounce of talent that I gave you.
Nice.
I think that what happens is the public comes in and then pits you against each other to say, oh, you're doing this and he left the group. No, I never wanted to leave the group. I got kicked out of the group because other people coming in your ear like, oh, he doing this. Why ain't y'all doing that? I'm actually working on one of my group members' albums. I don't know if we'll do any new music after the EP, but they kicked me out of the group and we could have been touring and making money, but they realize that now. You know, we realize like, look, this is a brand, and white folks the Rolling Stones can't stand each other. They get on stage and get that paper. There's no reason. It ain't about us anymore. You know what I'm saying? So
I know
for
that.
me, it was never about breaking up. I think that the hardest part was me being the youngest, and I hate the word lead singer, and I hate when people say it because that diminishes other cats' roles. Because as long as you play your role and stay in your lane and do your part, we splitting this a third and a third. What happens is somebody come in one's ear, you should be doing more. Why ain't you saying this?
Yep.
You should be writing this.
Wow.
There's a formula, baby. Coca-Cola ain't changed in a long time. And what happens is you move. Once you get a little paper, your true self comes out. It just magnifies who you are. So if you was impatient before or insecure like I was, whatever it is, all it does is it magnifies it.
Right.
So now I used to wait. I had to wait, look out the window, wait for Tilo to come pick me up because he had the car. Now I know. Well, I'm just jumping my Range Rover. These things start changing. Then you get a whole new group of friends that don't understand the depth of your relationship. So
That's
now
true.
such and such in your ear because he don't know what y'all went through the last 10, 20 years. Such and such in your ear.
Sure.
So then that's why groups break up. It be the new cats that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
You ever thought about doing a TED Talk, man? Shit. You know this business, man. I love it, man. I appreciate that, man. But look, we don't keep you too long. I know you got folks you got to roll. But look, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, man, that you came through, though. On some
Appreciate
real
you.
love. On some real stuff, man. Give him a round of applause first. Give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. Now, we don't let the guests just leave out of here. We got this wheel right here. We got this, spin this wheel. We got some
Let's
crazy
go.
things on. Young ladies, y'all want to explain what
Turn around so we can read it, Pierre.
I thought y'all had it lit. Y'all don't have it. We ain't organized like this sweet thing. Okay.
You can turn it back when we get done.
All right. Look at that. Tell them what it is.
Yes. All right, RL. So we got this wheel. You're gonna spin it. Okay. One of the options is you tell your first virginity story.
Okay.
I'm sorry. How you lost your virginity? How you lost your virginity?
Mouth.
The second one is we have 2 money envelopes. Money envelope 1, money envelope 2.
One's life will change. The other one you go to 99 cents for.
The third option is you're going to read a sexual passage from our book that we have. Okay. Fourth one is you're gonna either call a celebrity crush or look into the camera and tell a celebrity crush how you feel about them.
Like a fake call.
Yeah, fake call. Okay. Run a little game on them. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you got to throw your Mac down. So whoever your celebrity crush is,
okay.
like you want to get them draws, and you got 2 minutes to go from the time you pick the phone up, and you commit. So whatever you want to say to that person, you get the however you get it.
So which one do I do?
Well, no, you're gonna spin.
And then the last option is spin again. So if your lands on spin again, then you spin again. All right?
Y'all ready to give a round of applause? Hold on. We ain't counting that.
Celeb crush call. Oh, I could do that.
Okay, you'll do that, but damn, all the muscles you got, that thing move four notches. Shit, what the hell wrong with you, man? All right. So what you do? Your cell phone. Just pick your phone. Use your cell phone. Your own cell phone. Now you got to call. Think of who your celebrity crush is. So you call them. It's your moment. We quiet. You got 2 minutes to holler at them. They pick the phone up. You start talking to her, and it goes what it is. And you got let me see. At the end, she got to say, "Come on over." Let me hear let's see what you're gonna do with her, and go ahead.
Hey, what's up? Yes, R. I got your number from Omar. What's going on with you? Well, listen, even though you got those funny little thumbs, Sanaa, I think that you are just so sexy. Like, listen, okay, I got you, but you can never hitchhike with those thumbs, but you are one of the most naturally pretty. Even when you cut your hair off, I would have lined you up myself. I would have brushed your waves, baby. I'm serious, okay? But let's link. Let's do something. Listen, I want to change your life. Will you be my? Come on, you know my shit, girl. Come, stop playing. Come on, I just need a little butter love. So, well, look, just lock my number in. As soon as you offset, just hit me back. No, I'm serious. Yeah. Oh, you at Tyler Perry studio too? See, I'm in the A. That's perfect. You see what I'm saying? Holler at me, all right? Tell my D I said what up. All right, peace.
Damn, give it up, boy. Good. Sanaa, I love you. Damn what he just said. I take the thumbs and all that. Damn what he talking about. And the ball head. I got a crush on you, man. All right, thank you so much for stopping through. Y'all give him a round of applause for coming to Pierre's Tank Room. I got love for y'all. Give him love, man. I appreciate that. Cool. All right, just chill for 1 second. All right, let me get my exit out of here. Hey, y'all, thanks for tuning into another one of my shows, man. I want to thank my man RL for coming through, man. He kept it 100, man. A lot of stories he told us was very interesting, man. Stuff I didn't really know about the record industry. One thing I gained from him, man, was his humbleness. I've been in business for a long time, and I've seen a lot of people who weren't humble. And for him to come through that and, be humble, even when I thought he was, hot, I didn't know he was going through some of the stuff he was going through. I hung out with him in Arizona. I hung out in different cities, man. He's always been a cool dude. We've been doing shows. And just in life, man, if you can just, get that humbleness is very important, man. I don't care if you're flossing there, you got a new house, a new car. Things go up and down. Life has cycles, man. Sometimes you're up, next thing turn around, you're down. Trust and believe. It's ebb and flows. You're not always going to be up. And people are going to remember how you treated them, how you came about, how you came towards them. So remember that in your life, no matter how you're blessed, because remember, it's not yours. It's the Creator's, You think it's yours, but it's really the Creator's, because he can take it away from you just as quick as he gave it to you or gave you the opportunity to get it. So I think humbleness is something that I try to encompass. Now, sure, I talk a little trash here and there, but inside, I'm a caring person, man, and I never want to see nobody, hurt, or that's why it hurt me so bad when the guy took my bike. I was like, man, damn, why would you do that to somebody? I would never do that to somebody. I just care too much. Even if I have money to act a fool, I don't, and I've never have. No one can even hit me in the DM, in the comment section. I don't treat people wrong. So I like when I see people who are stars making money worth millions of dollars and still down to earth. Because a lot of times you don't get that. But again, if you're doing something in life that's good and you're happy with it and you're doing well and you're being blessed, please stay humble. Trust me. There's going to be a time that's going to be rough for you. And when it does happen, man, you want people around you that still love you and remember how you were and how humble you were. So my thing today for this week is stay humble, man. If you're out there, man, stay humble if you're listening. Again, I appreciate you listening to Pierre's Panic Room and watching me on YouTube, man. And leave me some comments and say how you feel. We'll be back next week with another hot guest. And again, I thank y'all so much for taking time out. I love y'all, and we'll be back. All right, out. Hey, if y'all enjoyed that, man, hey, subscribe to the page, man. Hit that bell, man. Hit that bell will let you know every time something pops up on my page, man. I appreciate it. Hit that bell.